What's going on, everybody? CaptainRoBear and crew here. The Vecna E12 episode 12, chapter 3. Welcome, everyone.
I love that there's always more sound effects at the end.
It gets worse and worse every week.
I love it.
No doubt.
How would you write that out? That's got to be merch.
There's some umlauts in there.
There's like an @ symbol, maybe a question mark, and
silent letters. Absolutely, random X.
You've got a tilde.
What's all our merch? We got Kalthorr merch for sure. What else do we have?
Kalthorr for sure.
Is it him wielding a giant 4 instead of a sword?
Yes.
In the shape of a sword.
No, honestly, no, because Kalthorr is always bad. It needs to be him stepping on a D4.
Ooh, like one leg up on a rock statue kind of thing. It's on D4.
D4, that's one more degree than what you rolled last session, Isaiah.
Oh, hey now. Hey now.
Wow. Oh, so it's like that.
You know what? Because you said that, I think you just fueled Foundry, and I'm going to do very well this game.
All that matters is how you finish, baby. All that matters is how you finish.
20 when it counted. Yep.
It is a spicy Monday night, that's for sure.
You know what? I love it. Our cameras are completely clean during all of pre-process. I go to hit record, and it's just like, everyone's a robot.
We're a slideshow.
Yeah, it's...
Why is it so bad?
It is bad.
This is worse than the first session.
It's really bad.
Do you want us to do a refresh real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that room too. It is awful.
Yeah, we can all refresh, yeah.
That was
You look
like
so beautiful right now.
Stunning, beautiful.
To me.
Also,
To me,
if y'all
my
would
X-Men.
like, I'm dropping that ping thing in chat. It uses less resources on your computer. If y'all use that link with the render, which might help. I don't know.
Oh, what is this? Where did you learn this?
Mudcat and Becca.
How about that?
My camera entirely just froze on my side though. Holy moly, hang on.
How about that? Render mode.
H264, I wonder.
Uh-huh.
The output is much lesser, but it does use less, yeah. Everything looks fine now over here.
The smoothness.
Mm-hmm.
Learning it here first. Thank you.
Where'd you put it, Sam?
And a party chat.
Yes, we will contain the top secret knowledge.
Thank you, because it won't work well if
So
everybody
let
uses
me-
it.
This is the special channel.
Let me do this then.
Okay, got my camera to work again. Sick.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
I still don't understand. Even when we get like everybody else is working, Baddies has consistently been bad like all the time.
Since
and
episode 1.
And there's no reason for
gotta
that.
throw up.
Which is so wild because you have such good camera quality.
My
Probably had the best
PCs are
equipment out of everyone.
legit god tier, and it's driving me insane. I just upgraded my PC stuff too.
Oh
I
my
have no
gosh,
idea
we're
why.
all pixelated. What is happening?
Maybe
Cursed.
ping's just
The
pooping.
Vecna.
Yeah, I was
Ruin.
gonna say it's Vecna.
They're saying, hey, it's a Monday. What are you doing? It is not the time.
And all the other shows are just completely clear. Like the mods on potatoes, no issues. Ever. I don't get it. Like, maybe it's because we have all good equipment. Our bandwidth
Oh, maybe
is
that's what it is.
it's just too high. Why didn't everybody check down and just try to send 720? I know some of you guys are already on it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sending 480, my guy. I don't even know what's going.
Oh God.
Looks clear as hell on my end, though.
The issue is that the truth of the matter is, if we're all doing it, it might not be us. And
I just changed mine to 720, but that's
Yeah, I bet on 1080. I'm down to 720 as well.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey.
we look good right now. At least we did. Look
Well,
better, I should say.
we look better. So maybe ping just isn't like 1080 right now.
Yeah.
They said, sorry, we don't want to see your freckles. We want to see you smooth as butter.
Some Buddha.
That's crazy.
Butter. Butter dog.
Topics, butter.
Get out of my
Talk
brain.
amongst yourselves.
Ew.
Hey, Baddie, kick us off. Tell us what you're up to this week.
What am I up to this week? Apparently not as much as all of you, but this week I do have Disadvantage episode 5 on the front page of Twitch. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. The party has finally latched onto their very first NPC that's cute and adorable, and it's going to be a shame when I crush him in front of them. Otherwise,
Why would you do that?
Disadvantage on my YouTube Baddie streams or on Twitch Baddie 6:30 Central Time, Wednesday the 31st.
The way you ended that, you said Baddie, and then like you went in with numbers and the link. I was like, that's your link. Wow.
So much.
No regular Baddie. I actually don't have anything this week. I literally have nothing going on because my shows are RoBear, and RoBear is gone. So this is it. And Castleton just had its mid-season finale on Saturday. I'm a free agent. If you want to email me at sam@nani.gg, I cost a lot. I took that from somebody. That's it.
That somebody was me as we move next to me. I do what?
That's right. You do what?
Yeah, you can find me many places at Crown TV or Crown, that is QR0WN. More importantly, though, this weekend I will be at Gen Con. So if you're going to Gen Con, come say hi to your boy as we vibe and do all the things. I'm doing a live show, I'm doing panels, I'm doing 2 live shows actually. I'm lying. I'm doing 3 live shows and a panel and a couple panels and some other things, including I am a mentor for the BIPOC Lounge. So if you are a BIPOC individual and you want to chit chat about the industry, come talk to me. That's me. Goodbye. Next.
Yeah, I'm going to be at Gen Con as well. That's kind of the vibe for this week. I'll be around popping in and out of True Dungeons pretty often, but I got a panel now that I'm remembering. I think I have a panel on Thursday night, but I'm not sure if there's room for that one. That's Do Beholders Have Buttholes, so that'll be an interesting panel.
I'm trying to eat my dinner right now.
Listen, I didn't pick the name. I didn't even know what I signed up for when I was asked to sign up for it. So, but I'll be around too. So come find me. Come say hi. I have a bunch of stuff that I'm just going to be handing out to random people because I have too much D&D crap, so I got to get rid of it. And we'll send it over to Flawless.
So the question is, are beholders butt holders? But no, I got nothing. Next week, this is my last week on my home setup before I am officially moved away from Louisiana. But that's really about it. So stay tuned to updates and stream schedules, and eventually I'll get around to posting some videos. Got some D&D stuff planned, but we got to get settled. So
In this show, we'll have 2 Louisiana transplants. Kind of sick.
indeed.
Also, Baddie's over there playing Minecraft. I don't know if you'll notice that.
I'm not playing Minecraft.
You sure are.
He's that pixelated.
You are Minecraft.
Oh. Which is so weird because on my screen, you all look perfectly fine. There's no lag, nothing.
It's funny, the way you said I'm not playing Minecraft sounded like you were 100% playing Minecraft.
Okay, to be fair,
Minecraft?
the last month of my life, I have been playing nonstop Minecraft on stream. So I was like, did I get caught?
Did I get caught? Mom, I'll get off. Let me finish this first.
I'm logging off right now.
I can't pause it, Mom. It's not that kind of game.
Flawless and Baddie, go ahead and change yours back to 1080 because 720 just erased. Like, you guys are fading into the ether.
I was
All
never
right.
wrong. Okay, hang on. Let's see.
No, it was clear.
King, are you all right? What is its problem?
Ping, you're drunk.
Yeah,
home.
I'd rather go to Zoom at this point.
Don't say that dirty word. Don't say that dirty word. That's just everybody is shit the entire time. So you're like, okay, it just doesn't change. You know, there are no good points.
At least it's consistent and you know what you're getting.
True.
You can be on 2 up, 2 down and run a Zoom stream. That is correct. That is.
Yeah.
Y'all want to get on Google Meet? Like,
You want to get on Teams?
yeah, let's
you
get
an
on
invite real
Teams
quick?
right now.
Yeah, let me. I just closed my Teams out. Let me send you an invite. We'll pop in.
Does everyone
I'm gonna
have an
throw it
iPhone?
up.
Let's just FaceTime. Come on.
Yeah. I don't think I can't ever go back to having to rearrange camera frames.
Oh no, I'm turning into Minecraft.
Yeah, no. So Ping is just shitting the bed.
Totally.
This is
Oh, we could.
horrible. This is worse than
Let's
episode.
all download Skype and we'll go back to old school. That's what we'll do.
Download. It's on there, brother. It's that's like a U2 album on an iPhone. You can't get rid of it.
Oh my
I
god.
still don't understand how they did that. That's wild.
Illegally.
To this day.
Yeah, my only announcement, I'll be at Gen Con 2. This is our last episode of D&D. Tomorrow, I'm being responsible, and we are not playing before I leave, so that I actually do the things and pack my stuff. So, we're going to play tonight, and then D&D will resume next Tuesday. Hopefully, we have a Wild Radio Mang back. If you haven't sent him well wishes, please do. He's he is laying in his bed with his new mechanical ankle that he has, so he will be back with us, and as they enter in their final boss. And Vecna will be back too next weekend. And yes, if you're at Gen Con, you'll be able to easily see me. I'm a refrigerator box truck with a captain's hat on it. You'll be able to see me from a mile away. Stop by, say hey. I got plenty of time to talk.
He's really tall. You cannot miss him. I promise you.
Not
Nobody
miss
else
me.
looks like this man.
Picking up where we left off.
Not.
Only a few days ago. Venturing in to Webb's Edge. Behitst of
Jesus, so many cards. Sorry, go ahead.
Mordenkainen's request. Searching for the Rod of 7 Parts. In an attempt to try to prepare yourself to stop Vecna from manifesting in the entire multiverse. With gifts given by 3 of the most powerful wizards in the multiverse. You guys took new magic items and descended into Webb's Edge. In true adventurer fashion, 5 fireball scrolls later, a new favorite NPC in the name of Slop.
Team Slop.
It took everything to vanquish both an archmage of Lolth and their spider dragon and many children, as you discovered someone holding a secret even against their god. Being pulled back in to Sanctuary in Sigil of Planescape, we pick up the moments after being pulled in from Elden Keyword's portal.
Where do we appear?
Same room that you left. It is inside the Great Room, where you all had dinner.
Oh, we're back.
Yes. Isaiah does a general sweep of the 6 plus Slop and Snow to make sure that everyone.
Now, Slop, it's okay. Everything's fine. I know you've changed places. It's calm.
Let me get you a blanket.
Slop tired. Slop tired. Ooh, chicken wings.
Yes, yeah. Eat all the chicken wings, Slop. They're all yours.
He takes a fist.
It's really good, Slop.
I can't find a blanket. I'm sorry.
You can just hear the bones crunching as Slop goes to town on the leftovers from your hero's feast.
Yes.
Does he get Hero's Feast?
He gets hero sleep.
He'll sleep that part.
He deserves it.
All right. We're back.
Hey. Is now about time to tell y'all I hate spiders.
Yeah, kinda. So we
I mean,
ain't there no more, so.
oops.
That's all right. We squashed him. And a dragon.
Well, we got one piece, and who has the piece?
I think Theo does.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got one piece. More to go, but we probably need to calm down for a bit.
We don't know where we're going.
Exactly. Is everybody okay? I know that was a lot.
Well, other than the mass amounts of acid and claws and rocks, yeah, I'm all right.
Sounds like a wild party.
Eldon holds up his hand.
Davik is quiet.
I'm fine. Grips his back.
Davik is quiet, and you can just kind of catch him, just kind of like just looking intently at Slop, just like reflectively. But he's not really saying much.
I think that's probably clocked. Got a pretty good insight, but he doesn't say anything about it, and just. All right, let's see what these wizards got in terms of respite. We ain't going back out until we're all back up to where we need to be.
Agreed.
Where are the
You-
wizards?
They've. Oh God! I think I broke a rib. As Eldon pulls himself up. They've left for a meeting. They'll be back shortly.
You know with who? Not
No.
that it's information that I need to know, but I'm nosy.
They left with haste. They don't really tell me of their plans. As he adjusts his glasses.
Yeah. That type tends to keep their secrets themselves. Kind of like nudges Theo, knowing that he is also one of those types.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I'm sure it was important, whatever it was. The three of them are some of the most powerful wizards around. So, did they leave any instructions for us when they left, or were they just to hang out till they returned?
If they had instructions for you, they wouldn't give it to me. I'll be honest, I'm kind of a portal.
Useless.
I'm kind of a portal bitch at the moment, but it's better than being in a cage.
Okay.
It's good to know your place, and I'll tap him on the shoulder.
Oh my God.
He kind of cocks his head and
Davik will just kind of go over to him and just kind of like guide him to like a couch or something. Thank you so much. But you should rest now.
Thank you.
Should we all rest?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
I
don't-
believe so.
Looking at Eldon, if you don't know a lot, do you at least know where we should be relaxing?
All I've been instructed to is to make sure that the portals open back up for you to have a bridge back to Neverwinter, at your convenience.
Okay, then we go back to our place and come do we have a way back after that?
Of course. We've actually taken the liberty of setting that up for you.
Just looks at Sam. Sorry, the Sam. Looks at Egrik. As they say that, just thinking about him, we probably should hollow our.
Wait, I have this great idea.
Can I hollow somewhere?
Right.
You can hollow all you want, girl.
Wow.
Holla.
Sweet. She does. She diggy holes.
Then
We are preparing hollow.
Yes. Specifically, Mordenkainen has established a spot for us outside of the Great Room. Is that a Cyclops?
That's Slop.
No.
He's our new chef.
Not say slop. Just slop.
That was really. I gotta write that one down. Sai Slop. That was so good.
Okay. Portal needs to be. No offense, Kalthorr, even a bit larger. Oh bother. And Eldon will gesture everyone to go to another one of the many side doors inside of the sanctum. As he opens up the door to this chamber, it is initially blank. It looks like those Matrix style passages. It's just white light. But as you guys step through, it acquires that room of requirement property. What does this room look like for you all? It manifests its interior to your desire.
Each individually?
Yeah.
Is this one singular room or? Sorry, I
So
misheard.
like we each see like a different room, basically.
I guess what is the context of this room supposed to be?
This is your portal room.
Gotcha.
So
Oh,
this
I see.
room will continue to grow with
Gotcha.
you as you travel. So it's an extension of your own creature comforts here inside of Planescape as you guys come in. Think of it as that foyer like transition. This is your mud room before you walk into this secret place. So it's your little area of which you can manifest anything you need inside of Sanctum.
Oh, it's literally like the Matrix. Holy smokes. Okay.
If I think real hard, like and I click my little heels together, is there a door that will appear to bring us home to our keep?
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Slop, come here. We gotta show you something. So this is what you are protecting. This is where you'll also be cooking. And I look at Egrik.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, this is home. This is the most important place.
Okay.
You're
Okay. Yes.
You're welcome
part
to
of the
sleep in the
family now.
loft.
Don't sleep in the loft.
He is part of the family. Wait, why?
He won't fit. It'll break it.
But I have a skylight. You can open it.
Yeah, he'll break it.
Oh, he maybe. Yeah.
He'll break it.
Okay. We have a nice big couch.
Slop like home. Yeah. Can slop cook at home.
yeah. Kitchen's over, and Egrik's little legs are gonna start running across the space to their very open concept home, but it's like a little galley kitchen in the middle of their island. Is disconnected from everything else that just faces towards. It's like a good hosting kind of area. or chef's island kind of thing.
So you have a lot of prep space. There's no
Slop
food in
has
the fridge, but
always wanted
We
cooking
get that.
island. Never had cooking island before.
it's really cool. This is where Kalthorr taught me how to cut up little chickens, like full chickens,
Our heads off.
and not just like, toss them in the boiling water.
Ah, oh. Oh, chicken's crunchy. Yes.
That's what I was
Oh
saying.
my God, Slop making fried chicken.
Mm.
Please.
Oh,
Please.
Slop
With
makes best fried chicken.
Do you take the feathers off?
Axe beaks. Oh, yes. We pluck the whole axe beak.
Good. Perfect. That's all I needed to hear.
Crispy axe beak feet.
See, you already know so much more than I did. It's awesome.
Well,
Yes.
while they're talking, I assume because this is Theo's one, and we've been established as a working amiibo type of thing for a while. Even though we have the telepathic bond, there's probably a way for the doors to kind of close and to just be Isaiah and Theo, so no one else hears. But he just, after you all settled, either come to my room or I'll come to yours. We gotta talk.
Everything okay?
Yes, but it's still. I still need to talk.
Okay. Enough said.
Outside.
This game. I want to give a huge shout out to ping.gg and Theo, who just came in and fixed everything at 9:25 p.m. CDT for me and listed
Oh, that's what fixed it?
all the things. Yes.
I saw it said admin changing my stuff, and I was like, what's happening?
Theo,
Okay,
you're the
I thought that was
best.
a thing on my side.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Oh my God! Thank you so much.
No more Minecraft dungeons. Now we're playing in
That's awesome.
dungeons.
This is why we love
No, we're playing Elden Ring.
the team at Ping. They're
Yeah,
amazing.
pretty much.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, go get some sleep.
Right. Yeah, once they get back to their place, kind of giving that to everybody. Just a simple kind of nod, nothing really special. But not to everybody. Looks back at Theo once more, but then heads off towards their own room, their own abode that's beneath everything. And either waits for Theo or waits for knock for them to go to Theo's room via the secret tunnel that we have established that connects our rooms. Our houses. I should say. Manners.
Right now, since you guys are back in Neverwinter, you guys have traveled through secured portals where there are no time dilations between planes jumping, since you're dealing with professionals. So you have only spent the amount of time that you have been gone. So it has only been the effectively the 2 days. But like all good trips, you're coming back evening, sun's starting to go down.
Question for Davik. What are you up to?
Davik would have kind of just slinked off to his area, and he would be in his little hut, just sitting on his mat, just quietly meditating.
Is it a door or like a flap?
It's very open. Like anyone could just walk in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. As Slop and Kalthorr are learning their way around the kitchen, she's gonna go and find Davik. And I think initially it's right in front of her eyes, but her brain's not clicking. She's just like, Davik, trying to find you and realizing that this one is probably yours. And she would just like peek in.
Hey, you ran off real quick. She's
Oh.
gonna come in, sit next to you. Kind of plop.
As Davik is meditating, like you would walk in and you see it, and he's kind of like, you know, crisscross, like eyes closed, hands on the knees, and like he's like hovering a bit off the ground. And as you like break his concentration, he'll just kind of just like fall down a little bit. Oh,
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are? Hey, man, those fireballs, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really good. Are you okay?
I'm gonna actually roll a bit of a
Insight? Yeah.
It's a good thing my candle's still on.
15.
Well,
Good thing
Let's
my
see.
candle's still on. Get out of here.
Ooh, I forgot to put it out.
For you, Davik, pretty baseline. Ooh, look at there. Okay, okay, got it. There we go.
Deceiving
he's
me?
fine. No. Well, I just wanted to see. With a 15, you can kind of tell that he's doing the normal Davik thing of putting on the everything is fine face.
Then with that, she's gonna kind of, I would assume that she's sitting in front of you with crisscross legs and her elbows that were sitting basically right above her knees on her thighs. And then she's just gonna lean in and look up at you from wherever you're kind of looking down toward her.
Are you?
And like he'll kind of like peek his eye open from the why do you ask? Do I not seem fine?
You give off really sad person vibes.
And then she's gonna
Oh.
kind of pull back and sit back up.
And where we are, you're in his little hut, which the centerpiece of this room is the shrine with the staff hanging up above with the amber piece, and like so like that is prominent in the room. Sad. Whoops.
Yes.
Not sure how to respond to that. I'm just happy to be a part of something again.
Well, I think you should know, especially with this group, you don't ever have to have an answer if you don't have an answer. Just say, I don't have an answer, and we accept that. Or if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to talk about it. Whatever it is.
I feel like if we're gonna keep going on these missions or whatever you call them, you guys deserve to know the truth.
Can I help in any way to make it easier? I taught Kalthorr how to draw his stories out. We can go. Do you want to go draw things out?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah?
And she like gets really excited and standing up, almost with a bit of a bounce before reaching her hand out to you. I assume that she's probably now truly at eye level with you.
Mm-hmm.
But she would still reach down nonetheless to assist in helping you up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to show you where it is.
And she
He'll take your hand and
pulls,
follow.
she almost assumes that she's the one who used all that strength, just but with that, once you're up, she would turn around and be like, okay, just follow me. Be careful where you step because Slop has already gotten some stuff on the ground. It's not the best look, but he's getting used to things with Kalthorr. I think they're actually having like a moment because, you know, they're both big guys. And Anyway, and so then walking into their area, you do see probably a bit of a mess. Baddie, what would you say that Kalthorr's situation with Slop is right now as she was away?
Everything is everywhere. It is a complete. And it's not even like Cal. I'm like, no, Slop, put that one down. No.
I promise.
And Slop is just going, I'm assuming going through the kitchen, like every cabinet, every bit of food is coming out.
There's not enough big pans here. They're so small.
Oh, that's
Get more,
because I
get more.
used them. I'm sorry.
Slop
Very big
need bigger tools. These are thimbles.
Natural one on avoiding something on the ground and just.
Oh no.
That just face plant. Oh.
Are you all right?
Wait, what is that thing? I don't even know what that is.
What is Slop? You saw Slop.
He's talking about the pan. He stepped on a pan and just.
Oh, I didn't see it either. Then again, I'm pretty close to the ground. Everything at this point just seems like it's eye level, so I don't even bother.
Wow, this is like a minefield in here. Just, might be good to practice.
Could be. This
Maybe I'll
is
just
where, oh, you should see like Kalthorr and I like sneak up on each other and try to attack. We have to stay on our toes. Kalthorr, I'm gonna take Davik to draw.
Don't break anything.
No promises.
She turns around and
Okay, come on.
and runs out through. I like to think of it potentially as a fantasy's like sliding door. It's ornate. It's so cute. It fits like a cabin door, and it just slides and opens up to the courtyard. And a little backyard with the waterfall that has a path leading up to it from this door. And you can just see just beautiful, beautiful grass and little dandelions. Perfect place to lay down and try to guess what the clouds are looking like. But as they approach this waterfall, it it has no other way around it but through. I forgot to warn you that you're gonna get wet.
Oh, that's fine. I actually love the
Okay.
water.
Me too.
And as she's walking through, she's just almost like a dog, just like blah, blah, blah. And then
like,
gets through and she's just dripping.
As you're leading, he'll just kind of behind you, just kind of like water bend a little bit and just kind of splash you the back of the head.
Oh, you got me. That one actually scared me. Oof.
Sorry.
You don't ever have to
Couldn't resist.
apologize. I think that's fun. You know how many people I've killed? I probably should feel bad. So, like, you doing that, you don't have to apologize.
Yeah.
And as we're walking, it's dimly lit. It's very warm. It's cozy. It is the perfect size for Kalthorr and Egrik, which means you in the middle, it's great size for you. So it feels almost even in space, which is something so comfortable. And as they're walking through, you'll see drawings, probably more toward the bottom, progress throughout, as you would see ones kind of in the middle, but not as much. They're actually way bit higher. And if you look at them closely, they tell stories, different stories that Kalthorr and Egrik have gone to draw as a way of telling these stories. Visual learning. And then opening up into this more circular room, Kalthorr actually made this for me.
This is amazing. As
Right?
He just like takes in all the art and just kind of just takes in all the stories, everything that's lowered to the ground that obviously Egrik drew, and then just looking at
She's looking proudly, almost at some of her drawings.
The rudimentary, whatever Kalthorr is drawn a little bit higher. And he's like, this is wonderful, Miss
Isn't it?
Egrik.
You just call me Miss.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Is there some other title I should refer to?
Oh, no title, just Egrik. You think goblins go around saying, hello, Miss Goblin, hello, Mr. Goblin? No, they go around like slicing off each other's heads.
Oh yeah,
Because that's
There's been a
kind
lot
of fun,
head slicing
actually.
going on.
That's because, did you see our swords? Davik, wait, I gotta show you. Hang on.
As Sam actually goes to get her sword.
You see this? It looks normal, right? For a second. And she's gonna kind of lift it up and feeling this energy through her. Something about coming back and through that battle has just made her feel stronger, more excited, and this plain Vorpal sword, which is already significant as that. You can see it has a bit of an energy that is fuchsia in color, and it doesn't quite touch the blade, but it circles it. It's swirling, but it also has a bit of a twinkle, almost as if Twilight has come across this Vorpal sword. See?
Wow.
That's why. Because I am going to use this to chop off more heads. I'm sorry. That's not good to say to people that you don't know. Oh, that's what Kalthorr would tell me, I think.
You've really made it your own.
Yeah, somehow. I think that's really neat. And maneuvering around this, she's gonna go and find what they use for colors. They're just some kind of chalk, and it's chalk that they've made together. Like, these are just things that they've gone and experimented with. Some are made out of plants, some are made out of foods, some might even be made out of animals. You don't know. Or even bugs. They had to test how science works, and that was the best way. And so she's pulling out this actually really beautiful wooden treasure chest, but it's small. It's a little box to hold these colors, and it's also got coloring all over it. And she flips it open. Okay. You should use this one, and it's, what's your favorite color?
Purple.
She hands over this purple color. That one was made actually, but that's probably the one that is the best, is made with like lavender, and also I think we tried blueberries, because blueberries actually turn purple. Did you know that?
I did actually.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And you know colors and science? That's so cool.
I spent a lot of time in nature, so that's something that I actually know, which I don't know, since I've met you guys, I feel like I don't know a whole lot that I should know, and I don't know.
That's okay.
Let's draw.
Yes, let's draw. And she grabs her favorite color, green. Perfect. It's made out of so many different kinds of plants. Once you mush them all together, eventually it gets some color. And as she closes this, she looks over to her side and just sees these little bracers that she had kept there and formerly used. Smiles. You served me well. Cool. Now let's color. And she takes you to a patch in the wall that's empty. There's not a lot of design. So you can draw as detailed as you want or not as detailed as you want. And I will be able to tell because I don't use a lot of detail in my brain. So I read really good on not a lot of detail. So you don't have to be an expert.
So Davik will start drawing, and at first he kind of sketches an outline, and you can see that it's a head, and then he fills in more detail, and you can see that it's a woman's head. And as he kind of defines the features, you can see that it's an elvish woman. You can see the pointy ears, and you get the sense that Davik, for whatever reason, has spent a lot of time drawing and sketching. And he's not trying to show off or anything, but that's just, he's
You're
draws
so
a
good.
woman's head, and you see the eyes, you see the long hair in a top knot ponytail, and then he takes special care around the eyes in particular, and you see, if we can define it in a quality, you just see very kind eyes and a soft smile. And as Davik is drawing this picture, Egrik would notice that tears begin to form in his eyes. And
You don't have to continue. It makes you
he
sad.
kind of stops. That's the thing, Miss... sorry,
Just Egrik.
Egrik.
Thank you.
It makes me happy.
This drawing?
This memory... This was... my mother.
You drew your mom so good. Like, that's beautiful. I probably would have drawn my mom like with a green circle and a triangle to represent woman.
And you'll notice that, you know, he says it's his mother. It's not a tiefling, obviously. And he just kind of just stares. And he'll say the name again. You've heard it a few times. This is Ippa.
Ippa?
And she's the reason I'm alive today.
Well, thank you, Miss Ippa.
He'll kind of play along. Yes. Thank you, Miss Ippa.
We appreciate the dinner last night, too. That was great. I'll tell Kalthorr that I'll be home late.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who?
And
Who's?
go ahead.
Did you draw only one figure, or was it two?
It was just the one figure
Okay.
at this point.
And she would ask, looking at it,
Who's she with right now? She's not with you.
Davik will drop the chalk. Actually, no, he won't drop the chalk, but he'll just instinctively crush it in his hand.
You're so strong. You surprise me every single time. I'm very impressed, actually.
She's gone.
Gone?
Gone. And he'll kind of reach to pick it back up. And then next to the picture in another clear spot, he'll sketch out the gauntlet that you see on his right arm. And then around it, he'll just draw fire. And it's all because of me.
Oh yeah, you drew it.
He'll laugh.
Or was that not it? May I ask you what you mean?
And then he'll just kind of hold up his right arm to you.
Ooh.
And you get a good look at it.
she does. She examines it with her eyes, not touching.
This is really cool. Yeah, cool arm.
I used to think so.
You don't think so anymore?
This was a fairy tale for all my life. She called it the God Fist. A relic said to grant whoever it deemed worthy the mastery of fire. It was said to be a great tool of the protector of our village, my home, where I grew up. And I thought it was just a fairy tale. And he's just staring at the gauntlet, reflectively. And he'll just kind of put it down and look at you in the eye. But as you can see, it's very real.
It is. That means your experiences were also very real. Which, I don't know, that's a pretty mortal thing to think. That it helps us in life.
I just wish it didn't cost me so much.
What did it cost you?
And he'll look back up to the painting. And this time he will use elementalism to take the fire from the gauntlet on the painting, and it surrounds Ipa. And the picture on the wall. And his voice breaks. And he just says, everything.
Egrik's gonna reach down and offer you her hand.
May I? May I hold a really cool hand?
And she, almost cupping that hand and then turning around, placing her very small one on top of yours, she would lift up and have you both press your hands on that spot where that drawing is. And you would feel an energy that is similar to almost this room, warmth, comfortable, and it begins to not quite glow, but showcases some green. But then it also mixed with blue, the color of snow, and just all of who you are. And as it kind of twirls around both of them, and you're touching that spot, it engraves it. This beautiful drawing of Ipa.
And now, she can always help us.
As I cast Hollow.
So, she's gonna take care of us, for sure.
Davik will just go in for the biggest hug and just kind of just like pick her up.
Oh, you're stronger than Kalthorr! Maybe. Probably not, though.
But then catches himself. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
Wow. I've never really shared that with anyone besides Snow, of course.
Thank you for sharing it with me.
It felt good to say.
Wow.
She was the best. And he'll just start just kind of just telling you, just like.
She would eventually, like, probably as you're doing this, pull your hand and sit y'all down in front of each other, and she would just be asking questions about who you are, where does Davik come from, excitedly listening in to every single answer as if it's lyrics coming out of your mouth. They would do that for as long as Davik would like.
Yeah, Davik will. He will tell you all about it. So you would learn that. I don't know how much we want to get into it, but like, you would just learn some of the things that make Davik. He would tell you about. So she found me as a baby, and she fought. And he's kind of like stumbling over his words, like not knowing where to begin, and she took me in when no one else, and she fought to protect me, and everyone was mean because I was different, and you gather that he was the only tiefling in his village, in this kind of just secluded village, and he was very much picked on, but Ippa always taught him to react with kindness, because he always had a knack for the martial arts, and she taught him to not pick fights that he knows he can win.
You know, you and I are a little bit alike. Kalthorr found me and took me in,
Yeah.
and I was different.
How did he find you? Just seems like you've always been together.
Well, that's because we're basically one brain cell, so it makes it easy. But, no, my camp got raided. It's normal for goblin camps. But, honestly, I lived. And Kalthorr was there. And I don't know, we just instantly clicked. He's really funny.
You guys are great.
You're great.
I've never seen a friendship that close. I mean, besides me and Snow.
We can get that close.
He kind of smiles. I think I like that.
Guys, another one.
She gets excited. Just have friends that
And
especially
he
want to be
will-
close.
He will look down at the bracelet that's on his arm that I wrote it down, but the little girl gave him, and he will druid craft one around your arm, and he'll just say, "Yeah," as he creates a little friendship bracelet.
I love it! Wow! I'm never actually gonna take this off ever a day in my life.
It's so
Well,
cool,
unless
right?
it actually is really cool, and you got my colors. Thank you. I don't have
Thank you.
a bracelet to give you. Dang it. I will
It's
get
fine.
back to you on that one.
As long as you don't mind me just coming in every now and then. And
No, I was about to
finding a
say,
spot.
you're more than welcome to come here anytime. Do you have a slumber party tonight? I think Slop's also gonna be
Can
with us.
Snow come?
Sure. Wait, we should probably ask Isaiah and Theodore. But I don't know. I don't know if they can handle this kind of party. You know what I'm saying?
Party hardy.
No, I think that they already party hardy. Like, both kind of badass.
I don't know if Mr. Isaiah parties, or even Mr. Theodore for that matter.
Perfect spot for that
There we go.
scene
Mm-hmm.
to pull out.
Well, Isaiah went to his abode there, so I think what Theodore will walk into kind of his sanctum and set his staff against the wall and take his hat off and set it up on the hat rack and walk over to one of the tables. And he has this piece of the Rod of Seven Parts. And kind of on like a central table, probably with a whole bunch of really large, magnifying glass lenses, just kind of like set it in like a temporary kind of like floating stasis field, so it just kind of sits there and can rotate, and we'll slide a couple of lenses in front of it and take a look at it, and there's just so much going on, so many things have happened. There's not enough time or in the right headspace to kind of look at this, so he'll just kind of like spin it so it just kind of spins in its little floating area, and he'll just look down to Adam and be like, yeah, I don't know, buddy. I don't know. I'm gonna go talk to Isaiah. Maybe you look at it. Maybe you could figure it out. And I'll just leave Adam at the table, and I'll pick my hat back up and say, you know what, I should really work on something that can analyze this kind of stuff when I'm not here. So that way I can just come back to results. We'll have to work on that's a future project. And then I'll just make my way down through the secret tunnel and just kind of knock on the outside of the secret tunnel to Isaiah's place.
As you knock, it sensing basically who is coming will slide open for you. Because it seems like a normal wall, nothing really special about it. But as you get around, you can almost see the etchings and the work that is surrounding it that is attuned to you. And it'll just slide open. And when you walk in, you will see Isaiah in the central space that has the couches, the crimson and black and gray type of tone that it has. You can see him sitting on a couch, facing the active fireplace that's down there, unlike the one above that's very much decrepit. His glasses are definitely off, and his hands are just, his head is in his hands, and he's just like shaking his temples and just in deep thought. You could tell he doesn't have his jacket on. He's wearing almost a fantastical variant of a black tank top. It's a little more sturdier, maybe like leather.
Sure.
Some pants. Shoes are off. And he's not breathing heavy necessarily. But you can tell that he's just, even for his age and his demeanor, he's just tired. And as you walk in, he'll just kind of like cant his head a little bit. You get the rest you need.
There's a lot of questions that need answering. But it's not normal for you to look like this, so something's going on.
I mean, we went from monster hunting to I don't know what this is, but
it's the ultimate monster hunt, I guess.
I guess. One, I just wanted to check on you.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a little more. I feel like we had a pretty good thing going, and we've had a little more near-death experiences than I would like over the past couple of days. It seems like things have been a little hairy, more than I had anticipated. But I mean, I guess that, I don't know, comes with the territory when you're saving the world, I guess, which also is not something I signed up for, but here we are.
He's gonna gesture to one of the like love seats for lack of a better word, that's in the area. But it's specifically one that's close to a small little bookshelf. And it is absolutely a burnt orange. It
Love
is
that.
Isaiah. It is Theodore's share. No one else could sit in it if they ever come.
Yeah.
And if he's going to move over, Isaiah will get up and move over to the small little bar that he has and fixes whatever drink Theodore might like. What is Theodore's favorite drink?
Well, Theodore is like, I mean, we don't have Scotland here, but would the equivalent of a Faerunian Scotch, just neat, nothing on the rocks is too cliche, so it's just neat. So,
And it's a very nice, glass that he has, kind of like gold, and it's the only alcohol that he has in this room, because the rest is something that Theodore shouldn't be drinking, and he'll be that host, be that gentleman, and only for Theodore, he'll walk over and hand it to you. Yeah. I'm not gonna say this is more than we bargained for, but it's a damn lot. I know that.
yeah.
I'm hoping that this group can handle it.
I mean, I have no. A handful of us have worked together before. We know Remy and Egrik and Kalthorr. Davik is definitely a conundrum. It's very new, very capable. I think there's no one can question that when it comes to just traditional combat scenarios. Very capable of what he does, but there's a lot of situations where I think we find ourselves maybe needing to work things through, and it could just be a lack of just worldly knowledge.
He's gonna get us killed.
I was gonna say it like that, but yeah, you're right. That's how I feel.
I mean, I get it. I get you wanna see the good in everybody, and you wanna find a solution that the world, the universe, the planes that we live in don't want you to have. I get all of that. Maybe once upon a time I was like that, but this ain't the time to be trying to find the spirit within something that doesn't even have one. I don't know, man.
I mean, you've seen a lot of things that not your normal person isn't gonna even be able to walk away from. So I get it. It sounds nice to be raised and trained in a monastery where everybody's there to take care of you and teach you all of these things instead of trying to figure things out on your own. That sounds great. Would I have liked something like that? Yeah, it probably wouldn't have been the worst thing, but also there's definitely, you learn a lot when you're just kind of out in the world, picking up stuff, dealing with things. This is somebody who hasn't ever been burnt by somebody pulling a scam or saying they're somebody when they're not, or promising you one thing to turn around and just bold-faced take it away from you. Or and I don't want to be the person to do that for him, but unfortunately, the situations we find ourselves in, it's going to be devils or demons or worse that are going to be the ones who are going to do this. And I don't know how to get that across in a meaningful way.
I don't want the kid to change. That ain't what I want. He means well, and as you said, he can pack a mighty punch. I don't know, I thought it was a dream, but there was a moment when I was helping him get through some stuff. Not many people can catch my bullets, and him, he can do it. Not all the time, of course, but enough of a time. But that says a lot right there. He has potential. And I ain't saying he's Timothy, but
I mean, who could be, right? It's
No.
well, he was the
You
best of
need
us.
a chalk-on hat first and foremost. Need an anchor that I
Right.
don't even think he can wield. But
Sure.
the fact of the matter is, I don't know if we need to talk and just lay things out. I don't do the talking, you know that. And I'm afraid that something like this is going to happen again, and the wrong person is going to get hurt, and you know what resides within me. I don't know if I'll be able to hold myself back from him.
Yeah. Maybe we just have Remy talk to him. He's pretty good at talking.
Yeah.
But I mean, realistically, yeah, I don't know. I could sit him down and walk through a bunch of books and tomes and say, all right, this is a demon. There are a variety of demons. They don't want anything good from you. You know, and just kind of, I don't know if I need to spell it out to that level. This is a devil. They are different. They hate each other. They fight all the time. You know, just spell it out. You know, adventuring 101 here, and kind of run through this kind of stuff to just give him a ground, you know, a baseline set of information to kind of deal with going forward. I mean, that I could do that. I can't imagine it's going to be particularly interesting. Listen, I know how I am. I know it's not going to be very, it's a lecture, but
You're a father without being one.
yeah. Right. So,
I don't want him to lose his humanity like I. But I also want him to be real about what's going on. Which is and he kind of sits back and shakes his head. And you can tell that there's something on his mind. And as he's been speaking, you can even see that in his eyes, in the way that his body's moving, his body's shifting. He's been trying to almost stall.
I'm not gonna, if you don't want to talk about it, I'm not gonna push it, but there's something on your mind. It's evident. I mean, if you want to talk about it, I'm here. Maybe we could figure it out, but
you know, we've known each other for a long time. And I've been alive for a lot longer of a time. I mean, you're practically the brother I never had, and, well, I did, but he's a little shit, but...
you're way better than my sister, so...
There ain't much I wouldn't tell you. I think we know that by now. Which is why every fiber within me wants and is trying to fight. What I can say is that I would never do anything that would put you all in harm's way. You know me, I analyze everything. You and I both, that's what we do when we go out on these missions. We look at the pros, look at the cons, find out weaknesses, find out strengths, what we need to bring, what we need to keep in mind. Something has happened and I can't say anything about it. Because if I did, it would put all of y'all in danger. And as he's saying that, you're going to see him pull out a small bell. It's a very small bell. It looks almost ancient. he's not going to ring it. Actually, as he's looking at it, you probably can peek that the little thing on the inside is currently like held together something you can't ring. But I'm gonna do everything that I can to make sure at the end of the day none of y'all are in the crossfire.
Well, I'll be honest, this worries me, obviously, but there are a lot of things. Oh. Is that... Am I making that check there, RoBear?
Insight request.
Okay, all right. I've never seen that before. That's actually really cool. All right,
I have a new fancy tool.
Look at RoBear playing with his new toys.
I know, right?
Isaiah, you're not lying, so this isn't a deception check. What skill do you want to roll against this insight? This is almost like, I guess it's still deception because it's trying not to show how big of a secret that you may be holding. This is difficult. This is a line.
It's not that it's difficult. I don't, respectfully, there won't be a contested role. Like, he is very, very clearly, to someone he considers a best friend, probably more so in his own mind, hiding something. And he's deliberately hiding it. And he's telling him that he's hiding it. And the time that we have spent together, Theo would know he would never hide something like this. Because all knowledge is useful. Which hints that telling it causes more of a problem than knowing the information.
How do you respond, Theodore?
Yeah. I can tell whatever it is, it seems like it's eating you up to not say it. So that's gonna be something that's gonna be clearly weighing on your mind till whenever, if ever, this can be said. Now, we live in a world full of all sorts of magic, and there's power and things that can be said and names and what have you. And while I don't like it, and I feel like someone has put you in this situation, otherwise this isn't something self-inflicted. You wouldn't do this kind of thing to yourself after what you've been through, after what we've been through. Someone put you in this scenario where whatever you can't say is worse than saying whatever it is, and could put everybody, this mission, all of these people that we work together with, the people that we potentially outside of this, group care about at danger. And that I can't make you say it, and I don't know who did it, but as soon as we get to a position where we can turn this on them and get you out of this, if there's anything I can do to twist, manipulate, alter this, I need to know. We're going to make this happen, and we're going to get back to whoever did this tenfold. Because
Please.
this doesn't stand.
Mark an additional layer of Vecna's secret that Theodore now holds Isaiah's secret.
Oh.
Oh no.
Make an asterisk that is now a loaded secret. It is a 2-part trigger.
How does that work mechanically?
I hope that we don't find out.
I hate that.
Yeah, me too. That's worse.
Yeah.
I'll give you the face value. It is the strongest secret that you now have. Secrets proliferate.
Yeah, we learned that secrets aren't necessarily a good thing for us.
Correct.
They are both ways.
Both ways, yeah.
They are a highway.
Yeah.
But just to reinforce, even though that you are linked with the Whispered One because of interrupting the ceremony, the Whispered One does not have privy or direct knowledge to the secrets that you're writing down. He is not inside of your minds. He cannot see what you see, does not even know that you're a party currently adventuring for the Rod of Seven Parts. It's just you both are tallying whispers.
Yeah.
And secrets.
And as Theo's saying this, and Isaiah's like locking eyes with you, like he's not looking anywhere else. He's just like, you could tell there's almost a strain. Like you can see his like throat tighten up. His features get a little more gaunt as he is trying. And you'll even see like the corners of both of his eyes. You'll just see crimson start to flow down.
Mm-hmm.
Not out of sadness, just out of strain. Just. And he'll take his pinky finger, wipe some of that crimson, and in the air, he will write 4 letters. P-A-C-T. That's all he says. There's nothing more to that.
All right.
The opposite part of that, I can feel whatever inside of me is getting stronger.
Is that a good thing?
Well, there's nothing good about being a monster, but sometimes to fight a monster, you... And I don't know what will happen afterwards, but I can feel... And even as he's saying that, the small flames in the room are just getting slightly dimmer. You can see the shadow that's forming is almost coalescing towards him. Nothing's activating, but it's just, there's a newfound power.
Point of order. Is Sangora's Pandora's box in sight in this room?
Yes. It's actually on the bar because it had something inside that he never drew.
Theodore, I want you to roll a perception check.
Okay. F1. Not seeing anything over there.
Not knowing what we all know at the table, as of right now, the biggest secret that is publicly in view is that gift from Sangora, but it is not in eye shot or on the top of your mind.
No,
Actually, let me
I have-
ask this above table real quick. The thing that we made, I am totally fine with it forming or becoming a thing with me finally drinking that. Unless I already have it. It's up to you.
It's all up to you.
Okay, yeah, I think. Actually, yeah, yep. The story dictates what the story dictates, and he, as the shadows kind of coalescing, he just kind of looks, as if just reminded. He just kind of looks over at that bar again, and he goes over to that table. He grabs that very ornate box. And he looks at it. And he looks at Theo. And he is very gingerly opens up the lock, flips it open. There's a singular, very ornate vial inside. You can call it a kiss from a mistress. But if we're going into deeper territories, what do they say? You gotta unleash the beast.
No, if you go down this road, there may not be coming back from it. You know that.
It is wordless as he tips the vial above him and squeezes and lets it drip into his mouth. But in your mind, you hear, I was never coming back.
I need you to make a history check, 2 advantage rolls. So 4 dice total. Advantage and then advantage.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Super advantage.
Super advantage. Okay, there's an 18 or a 30-20.
I'm sending you the DM.
Oh, brother.
I'm having so much watching this session and I'm in it. I'm just.
Kalthorr, calm down.
Well, I don't know what's happening, but I can see Q's face, and now I'm very curious. But not knowing what's happening at the moment, as this is, so I'll just say 2 things. 1, there's really, I feel like there's only room for 1 true arcane caster, so I don't need you to become a warlock. So just don't do that for me, please. I've worked too hard to get where I'm at to have somebody just give you a whole bunch of magic, first of all. Second of all,
Okay, Gale.
And I'm yeah, listen, all right, wizard supremacy here. I will, and in a more serious tone, all jokes aside, not fully summon it, but start just kind of moving my fingers kind of like this and slowly start to see that tiny kind of pellet of sunlight start to form from like a sunbeam spell. And before it actually gets to the point where it's really generating any real sunlight in the room, just kind of snuff it out and say, but when the time comes, if you want, I'll put an end to it.
And as he consumes, you will see like the arms that are exposed in his neck, the veins in them almost begin to writhe like little worms, just ever so softly, ever so subtly. You can see it kind of gets like pulse. You kind of see that through his neck, and you'll see just these tendrils of red striations kind of forming around his eyes. His own eyes are very bloodshot. You see his teeth just elongate ever so slightly. But then it kind of settles back in. Eyes are still a little more red. Teeth are still a little bit longer. The warping, warbling has ceased. I wouldn't have it any other way. But let's not think about that right now. We've got a lot of things we gotta kill before that last one is done. And I ain't becoming a damn warlock. Oh.
I need another drink.
A perfect
Wait, what?
a perfect time to zoom out from that scene. Kalthorr.
Yes.
Where are you at and what are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to avoid slop, and I would make my way outside where I saw Egrik and Davik go, I believe. Hello, friends. Hello. Did you ruin anything? Spent a lot of time drawing down here.
I have a feeling this is at the time where you're divulging everything to me, and I'm just so interested in every word you say. Kalthorr's voice does not hit. No idea.
And then?
Yeah, so and I just punched this kid like right in the face.
No!
And just it was a clean hit, and I clearly won. And then
Are you sure you're not a goblin?
Who are we fighting? And I come around the corner, just hands up.
I don't have my sword. She like goes to grab it and doesn't have it.
he'll just go into a fighting pose.
Always have a sword on you. Do for
I could
flinching.
have died right there. No, you're right. I could have been so squished. Except
She pulls it up.
you weren't prepared. Add tricks up my sleeve, buddy.
Mr. Kalthorr, your drawings are very, very good.
Quite artistic, I know. And it's just stick figures and like little blobs around them. Yeah. I'm quite great.
He's really good, actually. I learned a lot.
Artist in another life.
Well, this life, actually.
This life.
Are you doing the sleepover with us? Or, well, this is kind of your place.
I live here. I mean, technically, you live here too. It's one big. What?
Like the the slumber
Party. Party.
I get that. What is he saying?
Slumber
Wait.
party. Oh, I invited Davik and Snow to, just hang out with us tonight since we have Slop. Like, it just seems like it's a big old party. I want to invite Isaiah and Theodore as well. But I'm afraid of them.
I know where the secret tunnel is if we want to.
Secret
And Mr.
tunnel!
Remy
Yes!
Is Mr. Remy awake, or is he like, where is
I
he?
don't know. Where is Mr. Remy? Wait, I don't say Mr. Stop that, Davik.
This
You
is
guys
my
don't
first
know where
slumber
Remy's at.
party, guys.
Did Remy come through into the keep?
Yeah,
with
did he
us?
return with us?
Yeah, he returned.
Okay. Just
He's in
making
the
sure he
secret tunnel.
actually.
Slinked off.
Well, I guess we're having a party.
Yeah.
We should probably tell Slop to cook more.
Oh my gosh. And then we can convince everybody that he should stay with us.
Oh, he's staying with us.
He's going to cook so good. You just wait.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Trust you.
The important question is, who's going to ask Mr. Isaiah and Mr. Theodore, because I don't think they like me very much.
Oh, I can. I don't mind. I enjoy it. Actually, I enjoy bothering them.
I'm glad. I do too. No, actually, I don't. Like I said, they scare me. But I think my existence bothers them.
Well, how about this? If you two are doodling still, I can do that if you need a.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to go handle it, you got this. You got this.
Alone with Isaiah.
Fun.
Not scared. I'm gonna turn around.
That's right. So brave, Kalthorr. You're the bravest guy I know. Good luck.
You hear him walk up. He's like, yeah. I got this. I got this.
You got this. You got this. You
Not
got this.
quite a
Don't worry.
range, but-
You can't be frightened or charmed or anything right now because you're in hollow. You're safe.
Slop, more food.
I'll just lean over to Egrik and be like, he's fine, right?
No. Well, maybe. We'll find out.
As I make my way back up towards the center of the keep, I would assume out the open door into like that central courtyard where we all often commingle.
The common room.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's right, because it's there now.
You would see that Remy is in the common room.
Remy!
You can see that he's talking, but words aren't coming out of his mouth. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I'm so good at these.
He gave it to the sea witch. We told him not to. You are so good at
I am so perceptive.
The first thing that you'll notice is the evening cocktail that he shares with his grandparents is set down next to him. It's a distinctive smell because it's always the same blend that they share, and you can see the pile of pinochle and canasta cards that's next to it, so you know that he's spent some family time, but he's out next to the statue of Timothy. And he's speaking, but you look down and you see the telltale dominoes that are laid out in front. And there is a small offering. It's not a whole lot. It's definitely about a bachelor size amount of sea-worthy spices. You can smell that telltale ginger and cinnamon, and that the best of Caribbean jerk is laid out there in a small kind of incense way. And then on top of that, there is a mage hand on the other side. And you can tell the mage hand is playing autonomous as Remy is playing dominoes with Timothy, even though Timothy is not there. He's so locked in. He doesn't even notice you enter the room.
And if possible, I would like to keep it that way.
Go ahead and roll stealth with advantage.
Yeah. I'd like to use my luck.
Hold on, I'll give you the line. This is going to be my disadvantage perception. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I would like to make sure, seeing this, that I do not break that.
When you stay there for a
connection.
second, you're able to read enough lips.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Timothy, we saw the wildest spider dragon that I've ever seen. We'll mark that the only spider dragon I've ever seen. I don't know how the hell we got out of there. We could have used you. There's no doubt about it. But I've been saying that for a long time. Just like this mage hand, you ain't got no better at dominoes. For a sailor, I don't know how you consistently got worse. But I play your best every time. You know damn well I don't let you win. But I sure would like you. I sure would like to see it one day. I don't know where you at, old friend. But we got a new kid. I know it ain't no replacement. Nothing ever gonna replace you, Timothy. Nothing ever will. You're always on our thoughts. I know, even though I can't see you, and you're the only spirit that for some reason I can't see. That wherever you are, and I'm gonna see you again eventually. Because I'm tired of whipping your ass down here. And he's gonna finish off the last bit of his drink as you kind of circumvent his moment that he has over at the statue of the orc paladin Timothy. In all of his glory, the best he's ever looked on his own ship, full sail. And as you turn, you can hear those dominoes. You can tell that Remy slams down after he wins. And you can hear him picking up the pieces. As he folds everything up in the set. Is anybody doing anything else before they retire?
If possible, I would like to first make my way. Well, here, I'll flip a coin. Either to Isaiah's door or Ted's. I'll do a head for Ted. That's tails, I think.
Yep.
Think.
Amble's tails.
I was just like, I don't know now.
It's
so I will
who
be heading.
Kalthorr wanted to talk to.
So I will be heading towards Isaiah's door. Very gingerly. Heading towards your area, and I will kind of give it a knock, but a little too hard, as is custom. Isaiah!
You would knock, and the minute you touch the door. Just
Oh, it's always so creepy.
Mixture between Sam's intro and Donnie Brock's Halloween dungeon.
Vecna.
That's canon. There's a magic mouth up.
very much
Doing nat 20s to my voice.
Oh,
but yeah, you would, the door would open up and you would see it is, because I think it's the first time you've been in here. It looks like an abandoned death house. It does not look good. But the first room you see is the big living room space with the portraits and everything looking all decrepit and gross. But what, as I said at the very beginning, when we set up these things, you can tell that there's like some kind of button. It's like there's like an arcane glow to it. It's just the only thing that looks different. That looks just anachronistic to this space. You would see that, but you would not get a response because soundproof.
I'm gonna kind of poke my head in. Yep, looks like I expected. Totally normal things happening in here.
But honestly, I think, do you step in at all?
I would I definitely poked like my head in and like a shoulder and a foot, like still behind the door.
Foot is all that matters because he would get a ping that someone came into the room.
Yeah.
Per like the alarm that he had.
question: does normal vampire rules apply to your domicile? Is there a reverse permission?
Invited.
You gotta be invited.
Yes, but not in this upper space.
There's like a whitelist for like the common room. Like friends are whitelisted.
I'm on the list. I have a badge.
Egrik is not on the list.
I feel like I'm on the list.
You have
not
her
the
door
good list.
sound.
Egrik gets the mud room, and it's like,
But she loves
because
that.
we kind of said that at the beginning. The open room is anybody would be able to walk in. It's the lower area that if the wrong person touches that button, they're getting effed up. But as you step into, at least take that one step into that uncommon space, I'll call it. Isaiah would get the ping via alarm that someone's there. And I think we still have the bond up because it hasn't been a whole. I assume
No, it's yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we
I mean,
slept in it.
yeah. We
I
haven't
also
ended it.
feel like I don't know, but I feel like it would probably just be so this whole situation for Kalthorr coming to invite us to a slumber party. If he walks in right as it's basically Theodore saying like, and when the time comes, basically like, I'll kill you myself, and you'd be like, I wouldn't have it any, and he's like, gotta come to a party. Like,
oh, no, it's definitely whatever. Regardless, if someone's coming to the door and if it's Kalthorr of all the people, he would just look over at Theo. Someone's upstairs. I don't know what they want, but
maybe it's Davik coming to get a lesson.
I hope the and you get closes that box, puts it back, stares at it for a little bit, but puts it back, and he can come with, or if you need to lay down, do what you gotta do.
No. Well, I'll come with, but I'm sure. We'll see what's going on.
And they'll walk out of the room. There's like a foyer in this underground space, and there's a spiral staircase. We'll go up the spiral staircase, and then Kalthorr, you would see the fireplace. Suddenly, the green flame go out, and you'll see the entire wall open up.
totally normal.
Absolutely.
Batman coming out of the Batcave.
Yep.
Of course. Why wouldn't he be behind the fire? That's, of course, the fire's gone. Now it's just people. Okay, good.
Seeing Kalthorr just
Muttering to himself halfway in a door. Yeah.
You lost, or
You know,
it's in here.
this is terrifying. 1, 2, dead? You guys, is everything?
Sure.
Yep.
Good enough.
Yep. Sure. Yeah. What's going on?
This is gonna seem a little silly, but it's important, I think.
Okay.
Let's call it an exercise and group bonding.
If you don't get to the damn point,
What's up?
Oh, so, Davik. Listen, Isaiah, listen. I see the daggers. No. There's been some tension between you and Ted and maybe a little me. I had some it doesn't matter.
who's Ted?
Theodore and Davik. And I believe we may need to try to work together a little better. Maybe bond. Maybe, I don't know, talk. And Egrik is doing her damn best down there to do so.
Point of order for the rest of the group.
There we go.
Yeah.
Starting in combat didn't allow the audience to properly know that all of you haven't been together since how many years since Timothy's disappearance. I need you guys to tell me how long you were fractured before you came back together.
Oh, I think it was more than
4.
5.
Cal 4. It's the number of the season.
It has to
There
be.
you go.
There you
7.
go.
It has to
7
be.
years.
I'm fine. I think that works.
7
I'm
feels
gonna
good.
say-
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, but it has to be
7
enough time.
years since this party has worked together, let alone ever worked with someone as green as Davik.
Yep. Just thinking of all of that, of course, and just you can see the bulge on the side of his head. It is just like
We should name it.
The big red anime pulse.
yeah.
I'm gonna call him Ike.
Oh my God, we're making this. You guys were level 5 the last time. You were level 5 adventurers.
Oh, we're the babies.
Babies.
That's a good level. We could feel like we're on top of the world and then have one of our party die. That feels like
Yeah.
that.
is-
Level 5 changes a lot.
That's so perfect.
That
100%.
gets you enough warlock levels to get your pact.
Especially because I mean, and I'm totally okay saying this above board because of the thing that we're planning, RoBear. I've decided that when he got ousted, he de-leveled.
Oh, interesting. That makes sense.
He started over.
Yeah.
He had to start from scratch.
Noted.
So there's also a hint that he's
He's a what?
he's old. That's what it's-
I don't know why that cut out. That he's
what?
What in the breath of the wild?
Right, very, yeah. Either way, he just looks at Kalthorr with that stare that could petrify 1,000 soldiers, and he just looks over at Theodore. Fine.
That sounds great. I'm down.
Sounds splendiferous.
Look at, I do have some good news though. Slop's cooking.
And that's what you would see is happening with Egrik and Slop and Davik
Has
cleaning
to be
up.
a cooking check.
The good news, Slop and Egrik have taken to what actual spices were left out. So all of that Caribbean jerk, we've made Caribbean jerk pork tenderloins for everyone.
Yeah, we did, and they're actually delicious.
Do you know how rude that is? On this belated Black History.
The smell throughout the keep is just undeniable.
Does it punch them as soon as they open Isaiah's door? Is that how much seasoning we've used?
Probably punches Theodore.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's right.
Extra garlic. I heard Isaiah loves that.
I think yes. I think he would smell the garlic. I think that's what.
Oh yeah, the
One without,
garlic,
just in case.
garlic and green
I mean,
onion is ripe right now.
I heard it's vampires' favorites.
Yeah.
Yummy.
All right, let's get this over with.
As we're walking over, I'll be like, so I've never really tested this, but just out of curiosity, I've never really done anything with the whole garlic thing. Is that a legitimate thing? I really don't know. There's better means of dealing with it, so.
I don't know.
But I heard one of the kids in college said that he thought it's because they like to season their food, so they made up that garlic hurts them, so people eat it so that when they bite them, it tastes better.
Let's see a Mythbusters check.
Deception?
I will say that after this change, for someone who's half dead, I did get an allergy to it. Like I just don't really care for it. So there might be some truth to it. Maybe it's like a taupe. You believe
I feel like that
so
about
much it becomes real. I don't know.
I feel like that about chocolate.
He just turns to you.
I don't know. I wish I had a great story. At just some point in college, I just stopped liking chocolate. It just doesn't taste good to me anymore. It's weird.
Yeah, I stopped liking vanilla.
So you get it.
He just walks.
I don't like strawberry. This is great.
Team anti-Neapolitan over here.
Yeah, we just cut it up into thirds and then just trade it around.
Yeah, we will follow Kalthorr.
No, don't put the spice on the strawberry slop. Taking the strawberries and rinsing them off again. How many times do I have to wash these until you're not to season strawberries?
Okay, I'll go back to making the dumplings.
Thank you.
I've never made jerk chicken before.
Wash your hands first.
I want jerk chicken and dumplings.
Then make jerk chicken and dumplings.
Jerk chicken's already done. I've been watching it.
And you can see he's had its face staring at the rotisserie.
Do we really have to
Watching
wait
paint
longer?
dry.
Do we really have? It looks like
Yes,
it's done enough
chicken
to eat.
is one of the worst ones.
What do you
Because if
mean?
you give that to people raw, it'll make you go. "Ugh."
But the bones will soften. It won't be as crunchy.
But when I said I meant like both ends. So you don't want that one.
Oh,
That
like-
one has to be cooked.
Like the neck and the drumsticks.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, slop understand.
All right.
She's done rinsing off these strawberries again and patting them dry.
Don't touch them.
Slop can't
Davin's
get
got a
hands
handful
in
of
sync.
strawberries.
Are you like picking them off as I clean them?
Yeah, maybe there's something to seasoning this strawberry. Just eating them.
Did y'all just invent tahini?
Maybe we did. Because that's exactly what I was thinking that the spice was similar to.
Slop
You know,
go.
I need some mango suddenly. Hang on.
Where slop wash? Oh, okay.
In
You
the
see
sink.
Slop is going to the largest place of water in the keep. He's about to wash his
gosh.
hands in Timothy's statue.
It's
No. She's pulling on whatever fabric or like
Where's
anything
Remy?
that he has, and is like holding him back. No, please, not that one. 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 Not that one.
too small for Slop.
Because no,
What?
you can't.
Here.
Normally I'd say yes. I don't care, but I care.
Mr. Slop, I can just give me your hands.
Mr.
And I'll just
Slop. Mr.
That was cute.
Mr. Slop.
I can only imagine the smile.
Never had first and last name. Mr. Slop. Yes.
Mr. Slop, with the
Mr.
cleanest hands in all of wherever we are, and I will produce some warm water to just kind of rinse and wash his hands off and swirl it around.
Egrik's gonna like pull on your
Water.
shirt, Davik, so she can reach in your ear.
Water bubbles.
If he thinks that his first name is Mr., you can't say that to everyone. He might get upset.
Don't
So no more
waste.
Mr. Kalthorr, no more Mr. Isaiah, because that's a first name to him.
He washes his hands in the water bubbles that are floating that you've controlled, and you can see that he's leaning in to slurp up the dirty water.
You know what?
Probably at that point, the three of us are walking towards the area.
You immediately would see like 3 deers at caught in headlights. They'll just look at y'all.
Mr. Slop.
Yeah, this is first name Mr. Second name Slop.
That doesn't taste very good.
He begins to lean down to drink from the fountain.
Slop? No! Bad! Bad Slop!
No! Why you?
You don't
that
touch the
water.
fountain.
You don't like?
do
It'll
not.
kill you.
You don't like?
It'll
Mr.
make you break out in boils.
You don't like
Slop.
Mr.
No. I mean, Mr. You will die if you touch that water.
Oh,
Very
I
dangerous
also
water.
roll
Don't touch the
deception
water.
just for the heck of it.
danger water.
You will burst into flames.
Kalthorr and
You,
Egrik
you understand
wise.
me?
Yes.
Okay,
Danger
do
water.
not touch it. Danger water. All other water is good around here. The
Davik,
sink that you need, follow me!
Why
and
you
she
give me
runs out the
danger
back
water?
door.
Where do
She's
you go?
like doing ta-da at the waterfall.
Here.
Mr.
Why are we
Davik,
here?
I talk to
Looking
you
at
about
Theodore?
danger water later.
Wash your hands in the
It
waterfall.
was good water, and then it became danger water. We have look at the waterfall.
I'm gonna turn to Isaiah and Theodore and be like,
Not the glasses
please,
back on.
please. I know. To New Leaf, we're doing something. This one's on me.
I get a free bite.
I feel like Slop is finally in the backyard with Egrik, and you hear, ah!
You did.
Ah!
You can hear the water hose has become activated.
Not him holding it down like on the top of it.
Huge thumb pressure. You can come back once. He's put it all the way to his mouth. He's playing Chubby Bunny to see how far he can expand.
Wait, my
Just
turn.
watching this happen, then looks back at Kalthorr, and you won't see it coming.
How is that different from most of the times? It's usually you just say, I need that. I'm like, I guess I have no choice. Okay, it's
I
fine.
ain't asking
Whatever.
this time.
Kalthorr, for a note, you're the only one with a big enough WC for slop, and he's left one and not flushed. Does not know the proper etiquette. He's blown up your bathroom already once too.
So as this is happening, as all of this is happening, I'm just gonna mold earth like a chair out of dirt, out of like a stone, and just sit there and just be like, okay.
Same vibe. You can see Isaiah just lift up off the ground and just like cross their legs and just watch as he's just like levitating. Just so, why are we here?
Well, Egrik and Davik and Slop have decided to have a slumber party.
A what?
Come again?
Yeah.
A slumber party.
I was about to say, just do a quick little one. Okay.
Slumber party! And Egrik comes running back in, opening this door, holding her hand against it, and she's just dripping in water.
Wait, did y'all come for the slumber party?
They did. They're super excited too, Egrik.
Did it, Kalthorr?
I know, it was their idea. They wanted to be a part of this. And I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna...
Couldn't be happier.
Me too.
I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it.
I am overjoyed with the idea
You better run!
of sleeping next to y'all.
And she's running around fighting blankets and making like a big old pallet on the floor.
The couch is comfy.
It's so comfy. And she's fluffing
Guys,
up
I
some
just
pillows.
had this great idea. What if we take chocolate ice cream and vanilla ice cream and strawberry and mix it together?
That's crazy talk. Can't mix your ice cream.
I am trying so hard right now.
You know, it's almost like when someone says, don't touch a thing, and then they touch. It's frustrating, isn't it?
Wow, there's a lot of
I mean, there's nothing more
air.
needs to be said. I just want to make, I'm just for future reference. That's it. We're good. Just throwing it out there.
We're all gonna have a fun time.
Yep.
Remy
Totally.
sees the tension in this room and takes a sip from his new beverage, and he pulls out his violin for the first time and begins to play like the old days.
Oh,
It's that. It's that.
I feel like they would stop
Oh, absolutely. It's that.
Yeah.
for slop and
The
Davik
one
and
thing-
snow.
Like, oh,
Just
wait.
And I think Egrik would go up to Kalthorr.
Be like, is this one of the songs that we used to dance to?
It is.
Yes. And I think that she just does. It's not a frolic. It's definitely not a beautiful dance. There's no sense to it. It's
Very
a
like
mosh pit.
goblin-y, right?
Yeah, it's almost like a mosh pit in a sense. To this beautiful music, you see a goblin just like
why are they doing the Charlie Brown?
It's classic WoW. Everybody has the original different dance.
Every bass dance emo.
They're definitely not dancing.
dance so good.
I think he does. I think he does lower back down though. Back onto the ground.
Do we get a toe tap at least?
I was gonna say I'm nodding along to the music for sure.
Let me
Head bob.
let me see.
Do you bob your head?
Get me out of this.
I'll let you know the quality. Oh yeah, baby.
Whoa, damn!
That's why we all stopped. We knew.
The devil went
I'm
down
just
to
gonna make.
Georgia.
I mean,
and
I'm
then
gonna
found his
fail.
horse.
I'm just gonna make a charisma at disadvantage because it's Yeah. Okay.
Kalthorr.
I was gonna say I didn't know my heartstring was on this violin, but apparently you're just plucking away at that over here.
I think it's one of each of ours.
Yeah,
It's just been that long, you know.
Remy.
He's playing all the hits from now 7.
You playing Smash Mouth?
Yeah.
I believe. I'ma believe.
Davik is just like watching Egrik and kind of mimicking her moves. Like you can tell he.
Oh, it is a mosh pit then. Yeah.
He just like, okay, this is what we're supposed to be doing.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's a dex saving throw to make sure we don't punch each other.
Isaiah's seeing all this. Fine. I ain't dancing, but we can at least have a moment of respite and not thinking about the job. You just lean back against like a pole or something, a tree that's in this common room. You know
Kirk
what?
pauses for 0.0 seconds to say, "There's food," and she goes back to dancing.
He just like looks. Is it blood? Because you ain't eating it.
There's probably still some raw chicken. I don't know.
Probably is. You know what? This is what we do. Everybody here go around and say one quality you like about each person. Remy, get your dice out.
As soon as Remy stops,
We
says
rolling
Egrik.
for it.
He stops playing his violin and pulls out his favorite D20. Rollies!
Are we all doing rollies?
Yeah, you just
Yes!
commanded it.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Let's do this.
You
Lois
invoked
goes
it.
first?
Lois goes first.
Me.
Oh,
Oh.
right.
Oh boy. it's-
Hello.
So that is in order: Theo, then Egrik, then Kalthorr, then Isaiah, then Remy, then Davik. I think that's pretty. That feels right.
All right.
No cop out, so I'll bite you.
Yeah. All right.
You already got one. Okay, you
All
forget.
right. Davik, I'll come out and say it. I wish that I still had the sort of sense of wonder that you have about this world that we live in, and this kind of freedom to believe that there's something good in everyone. While it might end up being a problem at some point, I can't find a way to get myself back to that. So let's see. Slop, I don't really know you, but I'll be honest, you seem very committed to your craft, and I can respect that. So well done.
Thank you, Mister.
Mr. Slop. Sorry. Yeah, Mr. Slop.
Mr. Slop, Mr. Theodore. You Mr. Theodore, or you just Theodore?
Whatever you feel like, buddy. Kalthorr, while I may poke fun at some of the situations that we've found ourselves in, your commitment to the way you are, whether it seems that you're quite literally being turned to ash, that commitment that you have to Egrik, to being there for her, is some of the strongest commitment that I've ever seen from anyone, anywhere, in all of my time. And that commitment is definitely something to be commended. Egrik, I love the fact that while you seem to be somewhat down on yourself at times, whether it's for one reason or another, you put your whole chest into everything that you do. And that is that's a sign of someone who's not afraid to put it all on the line for anything, whether it's the big things that matter or just the simplest little thing like a slumber party. And again, that willingness to put yourself out there is something, again, I don't feel like I could ever find myself doing either. Remy. Again, it's been a while, as for most of us, since we've worked together, but the way you have to just pull us all back to a simpler time, to a time when things weren't so difficult, to a time when things were as good as they could be, that sort of ability to conjure that nostalgia is something I didn't know I was missing. And for what it's worth, this has been a few moments here that I haven't worried about anything else that's going on, and that also is worth being commended. And Isaiah, I don't know what there's to say that hasn't already been said between us, but the fact that I know that whether or not you agree with what anybody has to say, whether it's something your willingness to fight for the people you care about, the ability to go and slay monster, whether physical, emotional, or otherwise, that kind of wherewithal to go through and do that is, again, I know I don't need to say that because I know you know how I feel about this, but since we're doing the, introduction, kind of get to know everybody thing, I thought I'd call that out as well. Next.
It's my turn, I think. Mr. Plop, when you get excited to try anything new, it lights me up. And I just met you. Thank you.
Slop gonna
Remy.
cry.
It's okay. It's okay to cry.
But
Reaction, I've heard.
Slop have big eye. Oh.
He grabs one of the bath towels.
He's gonna just like pat his thigh.
It's okay, buddy. Remy.
Chicken season birds. Egrik.
Don't put it in your eyes.
Oh no.
I go to water hose.
Yeah, go to the water hose. Remy.
Thank you for connecting with my soul in a way that is really comfortable. And also, you play the violin so good. And I'm so glad that you still have that talent. Actually, it's better. So...
He just makes his best goblin tongue reaction back at you.
She's gonna look at Isaiah and Theodore, and then at Isaiah and Theodore. She's gonna look at Isaiah for a little bit longer.
Theodore, I am super glad that you show me really cool things with magic. I learned a lot through you, and you're a really good teacher. I'm sorry if I'm a little slow to learn sometimes, but I'm doing better, and your patience with me does not go unnoticed. Thanks. Isaiah.
She slowly turns.
You scare me, and I mean that as a compliment. Because goblins, we grow up, and that's a huge thing that we want to be. And I envy that, because I've never been scary. So, you have a lot of strength. And I'm really grateful that there's somebody like you that's here. Also, be a little more gentle when you bite Kalthorr, okay? I have to, put a Band-Aid on it.
The fact that it's like a mosquito, when he bites, it heals itself.
I feel like Kalthorr might be a little sensitive. Not a kid. I console him at night.
It's okay, big guy. Here's a Mickey Mouse Band-Aid. Davik. I love who you are right now, and I'm thankful for your past that made you. And then Kalthorr! Big guy, I give you compliments all the time, but you're my best friend. And I don't know what a higher compliment is other than that, but truly, you're the best friend that an Egrik could ask for. So thank you.
You did say Isaiah was strong, and I couldn't help but notice.
Are you?
Fine.
Are you jealous?
Never. Love that.
There's a different strength.
Mhm.
If it came to punching, well, actually, I don't know. Competition for another day.
Y'all know Isaiah is weak.
No, I like that idea. No, this is a good idea. I want to hit him.
Cool. Perfect. Yeah. But
Just a little bit. You won't see it coming.
every word that you compliment yourself as, I say it back. But the mean things, that's not Egrik, that's Kalthorr, and you better stop it. Okay. Who's next?
Well, I am so good at this.
You
You're in
are.
the club.
Davik. Welcome. You're strong. You're real strong. Don't forget that. Isaiah, I know this had been mentioned once before by someone, but, you're scary, but in the good way.
True.
And you have an unstoppable tenacity to you. Ted. Theodore. I don't understand anything you do. And that is glorious, I think. And I appreciate all the things you have done for me and my friend. Remy. Wherever would I find a proper drink without you?
That's right. We need a bigger boat. As he points over to the bar cart that's looking rough on what's day 2 in here. Somebody's got to send the Instacart.
You're keeping us together. As always. Lop's gone. Good.
He's still playing in the hose.
It burns, this is.
Like him. Egrik. My
Welcome to Vecna, Eve of Ruin.
Who did it?
How did that happen?
You did. Was it the?
No, it wasn't me. I don't know
I
how
told
it
you,
happened.
it's the mimicry that's happening in this game. Her voice is everywhere.
My whole world. I appreciate you.
I think he sighs. He looks over at Egrik. You say you're not scary. But there's nothing more frightening than someone unafraid to give their all.
Whoa. Thank you.
I don't prescribe to people and beings being monoliths, even though monsters are going to be monsters, but there's a light within you that counteracts the darkness that's within a bunch of us. And
Thanks.
I think it's very clear that, I've already come and gone, or gone and come, but a lot of us wouldn't be standing here right now if you weren't around.
Welcome.
She's turning a little red in the face, starting to look down. That one got her.
And look over at Remy. You little shit. You know it. Something about the music, but it's not even that. You know it's you. You know exactly what string to pluck, what tune, be it major or minor, to get us out of a situation. And you do it without expecting a thank you. There ain't many like you. I kind of hate bards, but there ain't many like you I'd want to be around. I appreciate you. No. Just, no. Looks over at Kalthorr. We are almost like oil and water. I am analytical. You're aggressive. I'm rational. You are reckless. I'm sensible. And you're strong.
Egrik's gonna elbow you.
I don't know many people, even though we told you not to touch that goddamn circle.
Ooh.
What circle?
But you fought your way out of hell and came back stronger. As someone who's been in a purgatory of his own, that ain't no easy feat to do. You have my respect, and I'll be quite blunt, not many people have that. And I'll be the gun to your sword any day. But I'm still biting you. Theodore. You already know, I don't really got to get into it, but I was lost. I was broken. And I was changed. And you were the first person after my afterlife to give me hope that I could be fixed again. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you, and you know that. The loudest sigh.
Which is a character trait.
Davik. You are going to get us killed. You are going to put us in situations that are going to be very hard for us to get out of. You are going to be the thorn that gives this group many trials and many tribulations. But trials and tribulations are meant to be overcome. I would never ask you to change who you are, even if it's so antithetical to who I am now. And I will try my best when I can to see things from your point of view. Because you represent the humanity that I lost a long time ago. And it would be quite rude of me to ask you to lose it as well. And I don't want the wrath of your mentor upon me if I choose to shoot you one day. So
He's pretty scary.
I'm done. Just grabs the nearest thing of red that he can grab and just...
It's the strawberry in Egrik's hand. Hey!
I think actually, yes, he grabs it and like
Compliment me, then you
pops it,
steal from me?
and then goes to the bar and gets his own.
That is a
drink.
first. I think before I begin rambling as I tend to do, we have a toast for everyone getting together in this room again. As he raises his glass, Kalthorr, I used to pray to that hammer that you wield, that it would smash anything that we couldn't handle before I could think about trying to handle it. Your time away only strengthened my bond, that at the end of the day, without our wall, we are a crumbling house. And that house needs to be supported, because even the heaviest of walls still fall. And while she may be small in stature, she's never small in spirit. Egrik will always be your greatest support beam. I'll never forget the time we were on Baldur's Gate, Egrik, and we finally had to re-sew those black thigh highs. You danced them right
I don't want
off.
to do it again. Honestly, I just need to bring extra pairs. So.
You taught me how to have fun again after my grandparents passed away. I'll never forget that. The joy you bring to my life is being around you, that sense of Twilight and Fae. It's like going home. I will always need your Twilight in my life, Egrik. That Twilight leads to darkness, and I wouldn't rather spend any less time in any shadow with you, Isaiah. You taught me the finer points. Nightlife. And second chances. And that things don't always be what they appear. You changed a lot of my opinions. And your conviction. Hell, how else would we have been able to walk out of a bordello of blood than the greatest vampire hunter in all the realms? Hungover, not a lick of sleep, Not a clue how to get out. Thousands of red eyes looking at us, and who's the first person to step up? You don't think. You do. And we've always needed that. Whether it's always worked out or not, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you got to take a stand. And I love your convictions. Thanks for standing up for me. Those convictions need a voice of reason. And while he may give you a bit of a teacher's voice from time to time, by God, I know I've been told to set things down just a couple of days ago. But he always knows best. Sometimes it may sound like it's your parents, but that's what we need. Theodore goes by the book. But I'll be damned if there aren't some surprises in that book too. Your commitment to keeping us in the best of timelines, I will always respect. But it's the book that gets too much credit. It's what everybody else notices. But Theodore, I know the truth. There's that big teddy bear underneath that stern smile. I seen you produce those fire blooms. Always in the moment and present, but the sweetest of souls. My God, the best dressed in the realm. How else will we get noticed without all that orange? And Davik, you're the best part of reading your favorite book for the first time. There's so much left to learn, and we just getting started. But I know it's going to be my favorite book. Each new page that we get to turn together, I get to go on the ride that is your adventure. And it don't get any better than that. Don't let us, these are the sticks in the mud, try to tell you otherwise. They all learned on the job too. You're just a few years late. That's all. I mean, you probably will get us killed, but that's okay. You understand? I talk to dead people, and when I become one, I got a lot of friends for you to meet. All seriousness, you'll learn. But you got principles, and that's what matters. Because we live in a world that doesn't. And you'll be molded just by being around us, and we'll be molded by being around you. I promise. You got to tell me more about all this stuff that you can do, this godly thing. And I don't know what godly thing that you're talking about. So what I'm trying to say is, whether you got a drink of choice or not, you coffee, something, because we're going to have some late nights, all right? Make you promise that. And of course,
Yes, sir.
We can't leave this out. And I can't believe all of you did while we're standing around here. It's just like old times. Timothy, right there in the center of the room. On North Star. This man taught me more about life than the time we were on his rickety ass boat than I can recount here.
So seasick.
Oh, God. Davik, we had to learn as he learned. This big fancy captain now had us all chumming the waters over the rails. But I wouldn't have it any other way.
I
Timothy.
can climb many things. I can't climb out of water. I can't swim.
Oh, bon.
Help you float.
Wherever you are, we raise our glass because Timothy, the band's back together again. We just wanted to let you all know that. Cheers.
Egrik holds up that squished strawberry.
That's really
Thanks.
gross,
It's better than the brain.
but it's very much you.
Cheers.
Davik kind of clears his throat and stands up, bows to the group. Perpetual student that he is, he wants to make this, he's treating this as an assignment. And he just says, "Thank you all for your kind words. This was great, and I promise to do my best to learn and to not remain ignorant. I don't know what I don't know, but all I can do is promise to try to do better every time." And he will shape some water from the fountain. And you see two images. I've already had two of the greatest teachers anyone could ask for. And one image is of Ippa, and one image is of Reza. But here I found 5 more. And he shapes it again, and it's a picture of the group in this setting talking, with fire, music going on. And one of the things that I've learned from very young age is that a party, a group, are all parts of a whole. He looks to Kalthorr, and then he shapes an image of Kalthorr wielding the Vorpal blade. Fierce look, bulging muscles, just going to town on just something. Like, it's exaggerated, but it's like, that's how Davik views Kalthorr.
Spot on.
What is a body without strength? Without bravery? You act first. And sometimes that is exactly what's needed. And you put yourself in front of others. And I vow to learn from you. He changes the water to Theo, and you see him over his autopsy table studying the Nothic eye. What is a body without its mind? Without knowledge and the pursuit of knowledge and curiosity. You know a lot about this world, and most of the things, I'd probably say all of the things I don't know, are locked somewhere in your mind. And I vow to learn from you. He swirls the water around, and it's Remy holding his violin with music notes coming out. What is a body without its spirit? Mr. Remy, you do a lot to keep us engaged and up and make sure we're at our best and our enemies at their worst. And you have access to those we've lost. And I vow to learn from you. He swirls it again, and just seemingly up from the shadows is Isaiah, just looking as intimidating as ever. Gun at his side. And what is a body without its purpose, resolve? Mr. Isaiah, you know exactly what you want. You know exactly what needs to be done. And you don't let anything stand in your way. And everyone has already said it, but I'll say it again. You're pretty scary. But sometimes, when going up against the scariest forces of the world, we need someone that can scare them right back. And someone to set us on the path. And we may be different. And he looks you directly in your eye, Isaiah. But I vow to learn from you. Then he looks to Egrik, smiles, swirls the water around. And it's Egrik. You imagine she's near Kalthorr, but she's also got her vorpal blade. But it's not this fierce look of intensity. It's just this look of pure joy and elation and excitement. And what is a body without its soul? Miss Egrik, you represent something that I didn't have much of growing up. You enjoy what you do, everything you do. And you hold in your hands the power to keep us alive. And he looks back towards the cave where they had just drawn the pictures, and you were reawakened and brought something back to life in me just today that I thought was dead. And I vow to learn from you. And then he swirls it, and it's back to the party. And you can see he swirls it up into a big ball of water and brings it in close to his chest, and it absorbs into the tattoos, and you see it pulse through his arm. And I vow to each and every one of you here and now that I will not try to get us all killed, but instead, I vow to lay my life on the line for each and every one of you. Thank you.
I will
for
keep you
allowing me
alive.
to be a part of this family.
You won't die while I'm alive. Got it?
Isaiah is just staring at Davik as he says this. And he goes over to the bar. He grabs a little cup with some white wine, maybe. And he will walk over to Davik. He'll hand the glass to him. A direct offering.
Take it.
You don't need to lay down your life. But we're happy to know you're going to show up. As we will too.
Slop like to party.
E2.
Yeah.
Wait, are you Slop or Mister?
Oh,
You're confusing me.
Mr. Slop like to party.
I don't know if I can dance anymore, though. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm very sleepy. Compliments wore me out.
One last thing. While we're here, with, in the audience of our paladin, I think it's time we all maybe learn from Timothy a little. And Davik, especially you. What if we were all become paladins? We need a name for this family. We have not had one, and he is still part of it.
Paladins. I also hate that.
Hells.
Yeah. You know what? He takes his glass of dark viscous red, holds it up to the sails that we'll set, to the water that flows, to the wind that blows around us, wherever we shall go. Paladins.
Egrik has just a red stained hand now. Paladins.
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 We're not shortening it to pals, though. I don't.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna shorten it to pals.
Yeah, I can already see that happening.
Yep.
Pals Den. Yes, in Pals Den.
Exactly. Mister, you get it. We're pals.
Best of pals. New pals.
I mean, on a face level, it's one of those kind of switch up names, right? You have a name like Paladins, people are going to go and expecting there to be at least one Paladin, right? So maybe that'll work to our favor,
Oops, all Paladins. Unless.
Right. Exactly.
We all just gain a level 1 Paladin. Right?
I don't know about the rest of you, but I have sworn some oaths to many a gods in many a long nights. Some could say that I do have that one level in Paladin in multiple cities.
I've made too many packs in my time. I don't need to make more, but I can make an oath.
Would my god shopping count?
You really have to settle down at some point in time.
I'll figure it out. They'll come to me.
You treating the world like it's a buffet.
What the hell is that?
Oh, you love it. Last time I went to one was in Baldur's Gate.
Buffet. She just keeps repeating that word. It's so unique. And if she's going to love it, forget that word. Buffet.
What's a buffet?
Oh, come here, Davik. Let me tell you.
Oh, God.
Here's the deal. if there's a chocolate fountain, you turn around. That's the only rule that I have. When it comes to chocolate fountains, I don't share that with anybody else but my closest friends, and don't double dip.
I mean, maybe just a little bit. Yeah.
Well, that's the problem, Kalthorr. Everybody is, and before you know it, the last thing you need to be doing is double dipping with everybody in Baldur's Gate.
Well, at least I won't be double dipping. That's one less person.
So true.
This is perfect. It's more for me. I don't want any of this. It's fine that I'm double dipping.
Very tired. I gotta go to bed. She crawls up to her loft.
Hey, I thought we was some
I thought this was a slumber party.
If we got to do it, you got to
As
do
long
it
as
too.
you stop talking about that. I don't like chocolate.
Me either.
Yeah.
What? She steals from her
Isaiah just
loft. She's coming back
climbs a
down.
tree.
Throwing
Just like-
pillows down at y'all. Here, if you need another one, here's a bigger one for Slop. And then blankets just kind of falling onto the ground, probably even hitting the island. Some food getting dipped into.
Hey, Theodore. Since we haven't had a shindig like this in some time, hey, can you still make all that pea gravel like the last time we filled up Egrik's room? Yeah. We need that
Let's do
about, she ain't grown much. About 3.5 feet. About 3.5
Here's
of pea
another
gravel.
one. I want it to hit your head.
Why can you hit? God, he hasn't gotten better. All right, make a rain check on that. We'll fill that thing with pea gravel another day.
She's looking over the ledge.
Good. All right, pillow fort.
Yeah, hold on here. You guys see that? Remy kind of walks up towards the door. That's a weird place to be putting the mail. And there is parchment that is tacked to the front door. The hell is this? He turns it around, and there's an crimson red apple that is upside down. And that's it.
What does that mean? He went in a tree, jump.
Theodore, you're the one who reads the ciphers around here. What the hell does a single upside down apple mean?
And out of curiosity, is it also thieves' cant?
There's no thieves' cant laws. It is simply the iconography of an upside down crimson red apple.
Boy, all
What
right.
is Egrik? Would she know anything?
Yeah, like what is that?
She
does
reads
that
symbols.
read a bell, ring a bell?
History checks
check you
from
can make?
everybody.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd be making a history check. I'm gonna abstain from this one, I think.
Mine's not a good check.
Hey, you never know if there's going to be a 20. You got to roll the dice.
All right,
I was so close.
Unnatural one.
Oh boy.
Hey,
I've never seen an apple a day in my life. An actual one. Oh, look at us.
I've seen a lot of upside down pineapples in my day. I promise you. But an upside down apple is the first.
get out!
We've had 2 20s roll over.
Get out!
Wait, we both rolled 2s.
Wow, good job. We're at the same.
2 + 2 is 4.
Exactly.
Kalthorr.
Oh my god, it's everywhere. Oh, Palfor, no. God damn it.
Theodore,
Mm-hmm.
even with the 27, there are no known organizations, society structures, or guilds that are represented by an upside down crimson red apple. It's not even the proper color of any apple that would grow here. They're much closer to the Honeycrisps that have a bit of a sunburst style pattern.
It's nothing I know. Nothing around here uses anything I've heard of uses an upside down crimson apple.
Slop, did you do this?
Ooh. Slop never had apple that looks like that. Looks like mulberry. I'd still eat. Too small for me to color.
Like spin it around, just, playing with this piece of paper, seeing if anything up in the light, just trying to figure out if there's anything more to this.
Nothing else produces from the sheet, but you do hear a lot of revelry out in the streets this evening. Enough to make it sound as if it is indeed a holiday in Neverwinter.
Boy.
Is it a holiday?
Invitation?
Could this be? I don't know. There's a couple things this could be, I feel like. Oh, guys want to go see what's going on outside?
We should.
I'm very sleepy. I get cranky.
I don't really know if we should venture out right now, but
Good news is you guys have a keep. So you can easily look out upon the streets without leaving.
absolutely. Oh, that's exactly, yeah. Isaiah scales the wall, just.
So no perception checks needed here. You guys all clearly take in the scene. It is the most attractive looking mob of people you've ever seen in your life. It is as if a fashion runway let out into the streets. Uncharacteristic definitions of beauty. As a Bacchanalia
Which I say, is this the Bacchanalia?
style festivities rage through the streets in all of its glory. There is as much sin as your eyes want to see as they travel through the streets. And the one thing that you notice are the apples that they all have.
Are they eaten?
Distinctively, one bite out of each.
That's a lot. And I've seen a lot.
I can't contemplate this until I sleep.
I don't know if this is necessary. Does it seem like, I mean, a party is a party. Consider we just came from, not just, but recently came from a very poppin', bloody party. You know that atmosphere. Does this seem like ritualistic? Does it seem almost like entrancing, like a charm?
No, it looks like you're spying on youthful behavior. Uncharacteristic levels of public revelry. It's as if no one bears an absolute worry over who is watching them or what they're doing.
I'm gonna do a thing.
Just what's her name?
I'm gonna just look at one. Just one. And like begin to stare. And if anybody can see, if they're able to see Isaiah's eyes, you see them glow a very, very vibrant red. almost like warbly in a way. That's how the glow is forming. As for the first time, I'm going to use my mind siphon on someone.
All right, it's a commoner. They have just flat across the board. Here's the roll. Oh, I think I need a commoner token to be able to make the roll. I can do it.
I believe in you.
I believe in anything good love.
I believe in love.
Commoner. Oh, there's a goblin commoner? Look at that. Oh.
Oh my gosh, it's me. You said the most attractive people we've ever seen. I mean, look at that goblin.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Cute. Who's got silvery barbs?
That has to be a disadvantage.
They stare back up at you, and you notice what is piercing jet blue eyes and long blonde hair, fair skin, like 100% World of Warcraft blood elf, like double on double.
Levine.
Can I use the luck to force them to reroll that?
No, this is too good. This is too good.
That's so rude.
You see their
Seeing
blue
you on the ground
eyes
dead.
shift to crimson red as you try to pierce in. Now that's the face of someone who hasn't joined in yet.
And I should just say, so it's known, on a successful save, I don't get their thoughts. I still get emotional state.
Pure revelry as they reach into a side knapsack and throw an unbitten apple up towards your hands. You only live once, my friend.
That's
Speaking of the wrong person.
literally a lie. He just like catches the thing, but, you know, let me just see. I'm sure it'll be fine. Watch, I not want it. Oh my god. Okay, it's still 15. It's fine. It's fine. It's not as smooth, but it's still.
What's the Apple DC?
He looks back down. Reflexes like a cat. Yow.
More like that, but just looks at the apple. He's not going to bite into it. That's just not going to happen unless he's feeling compelled to do so. I think he just looks back at the group and looks back down. It's a little late. We need some rest. But thank you for the apple.
I don't mean to be the experienced try it first guy of the party, but if you're not, he seemed to be like having a good time.
Could I look around, like at the sky? Something feels wrong. Is there anything? Yeah. Are we in our keep? Is this our keep?
Yeah.
We're in Neverwinter.
Hey, it's a new holiday.
You all act like you've never eaten any of the infused fruits that I've made. Just because you haven't gotten together around for a spiked watermelon in a long time. What do you think they've been doing with these apples? Look at it.
It's just late, and
it's probably been soaked in wine. What? You're staring at an apple is what you're staring at. Look,
I want to do an insight check on the commoner that was.
You got everything.
Communicating.
There's nothing hidden.
Okay.
They're having a great time. They look gorgeous. It's a bunch of gorgeous people having a great time. Lot of voyeurism.
I'm flipping a coin. Heads is do a thing. Heads is don't do a thing. I mean, tails is don't do it. How do you do this? I pushed the button. 1. How do you do this? How do you flip the
I
button?
just click it.
Just click the coin.
I did. I click. Is it alt? Is it control? No.
Heads or
Like a
tails?
pop up.
Yeah. Heads, I bite. Tails, I throw to. Oh no.
Oh.
I just look at Remy, or look at Remy, and then specifically look back at Kalthorr, who got us out from our underground paradise to come slumber and party. And he says, "You know what? Fine."
Oh. Even for someone that doesn't eat anymore, you respect the sweetness of this fruit. It's everything magnified. If your senses have been dulled over the years, this is like a fleeting chance of having that come back. And since you bit this apple willingly, how do you choose to disguise yourself?
It's unrealized because it happens as he throws the apple to Theodore to get him also to bite. He doesn't realize there's anything being disguised, but his red eyes become light brown. His very straight, cropped hair, you see a curl come back. The teeth go away. He's still got pointed ears, because he's always been an elf. But he disguises himself as he was before he died, when he was just a wood elf. But I don't think he knows that happens. Eat the damn apple. It's fine. They wanted to let go of our inhibitions. It tastes good.
Mr. Isaiah, are you feeling okay?
I'm dandy. Listen, y'all want us to have a good time and be rovering? You want us to have a good time? Then that is what we're going to do. We're going to.
You
If you want to sleep, go sleep. Let's do the thing. Might as well eat the apple. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
You just look a little different. Did you do that on purpose?
I'm still black. What are you talking about?
I want
Theodore, do you bite the other
No,
side?
I'm gonna hand it to Remy.
Winner, never winner. Takes a big bite off of the side. And you see Remy doesn't change much. But the telltale part, you can see the rest of a full beard grows in. The spot that's always been missing underneath of his nose and up to his cheeks, as it is the most immaculate oiled beard that you've ever seen. The rest of him is exactly the same as he is. Oh, you've got...
Fascinating.
I would like to do a check.
Arcana.
Oh, this is Arcana? Okay. Probably better if Mr. Theodore does this, but we're gonna give it a shot.
Go for it, buddy. Let's see how we do.
12.
There is indeed something magical about these apples. One could
How do
say
you like them apples?
dim apples are magic.
Damn apples are magic.
Mr. Theodore, I think something's up with these
Damn.
apples.
Yeah. Yeah. Something is definitely up. Something magical is happening.
Remy just holds out his hand for you, Theo. As you will be able to read this magical condition, no check needed.
Mhm.
It's what I've always wanted, Theo.
Oh.
As you recognize that this apple somehow contains a temporary disguised self that seems to be guided towards your wants and desires of yourself.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll kind of let old Davik ask specifically. So I'll say to Davik, yeah, it looks to be some sort of see what you most want about yourself, the way, and it changes you to look that way. I don't think it's harmful at the moment, but consider that everybody you see out in the street may not be who they say they are. They more likely aren't.
You know that time?
Why now?
Davik, I don't know if you've ever been to Waterdeep before, but there's a whole council up there that they all wear masks. And they do it for anonymity, they do it for a lot of reasons, for concealment, but that's trickled all the way down here. That you see that building that floats all the way over there. You can see it from the top of this keep. Nobles gather there to put on their mask as well, albeit physical. This is like somebody's opened up the door for the common man to feel the same thing.
Egrik, looking at the apple, but also looking through it in a sense, down at this crowd of who knows who is down there. She would like to focus and cast Find Traps. She can learn the nature of this.
It is indeed a consumable, magical food item. Like a short-term potion, but
So
directed.
it's not a trap.
It seems to pull the wants and desires you want most for yourself. Visually.
She stares at this and then she looks at the apple. I can't see that it's dangerous. So, and she's gonna swipe it from whoever's hand had it and just bite right into it.
So we won't share the chocolate fountain, but we'll share the apple. All right, of course you will.
Here you go.
I was like 4. Oh.
Davik.
Davik is waiting for Theo's lead on here. He doesn't want to be the guy.
I think, and as they're saying this, I think you all have seen Isaiah like get confused because nothing has changed for him right now. until he goes over to the fountain, which is the nearest mirror, essentially. And he just looks down, and you can see him pause and just stare. Very Narcissus-like, without the ego and desire behind it. Just.
You good?
That's what it does. Yeah. I'm fine. The lie detector determined that that was a lie. He has a 0 in charisma.
You all realize there is a distinct scale of this wants and desires from the pauper to where you're at. Living a life that includes adventure and fulfillment, your changes seem much more minor than what you've seen on the street. But for those that have very little, it's almost a complete concealment of identity.
Also, I would say that Egrik doesn't look different. She looks the same. She's so solid in herself.
And
No
that's
wants or desires.
when you hear a blood-curdling scream.
There it is.
After that scream, it's only but about 10 or 15 seconds before you see another very blonde-haired, blue-eyed, almost angelic-looking gentleman with a knife in their hand and a smile as the blood is dripping down as they cackle and run off into the shadows.
There's blood on the knife?
Absolutely.
See the source of this blood?
Came from somewhere in the alleyways in front of the keep.
Davik, I want to fly to the source of the blood and see if I can track it back to its source.
Egrik, spit it out now.
Wind comes out, someone's in danger, knife. I want to see if I can track it and find whoever just got hurt.
You're able to follow a blood trail. It doesn't go very far. There is another gentleman in the finest three-piece suit that you've ever seen. Pocket watch, immaculate mustache. All of these expensive-looking trinkets are still on this gentleman. And furthermore, you don't see a stab wound, but you see the blood from this lifeless body that lays there.
Does it look like he's beyond help?
Doesn't look like this gentleman's been stabbed at all.
But there's blood. Can I do like a medicine check or something? Or
as you reach down, you quickly realize what you feel isn't a suit at all.
Solution. Okay.
As you pass through, it is disguised self. As you feel a completely different body, a much more portly body than what is laying here, as your hands go straight to this beer gut.
I'll pull a potion and pour it down his mouth.
You see it completely misses what the mouth is there and just runs over. but a little bit hits. As you see this disguised self fades to a rather portly gentleman with a receding hairline that looks nothing like what you saw there. And you see the wounds all over their body. The creepy part is the smile that's still there.
Can I will grab this guy and fly back to the keep to Egrik.
What'd you find?
And just, can you help him? He's stabbed all over.
Who's stabbed all over?
This guy.
Okay, that's fine. Just take me there. Let's go.
I flew the body back to the keep, and I'm dropping him at your feet. Yeah.
Another mess. Well, gosh, I'm so tired. She sits down in front of this body. And
It's
I
locked.
will.
Go to the door. Watch it.
Roger.
Do you want me to speak with it, Davik?
He like it feels
He's
fresh,
dead.
like he's dead.
Or I
dead.
could have y'all look away again.
Oh,
I mean,
Can we help him at all? Seems
that's
like
going
this just
to
happened.
That's going to jostle Isaiah out of his own moment for a moment, and like act as Davik's flying back in, as someone very attuned with blood in the body and the system itself. Do I hear any heartbeat? Do I feel any blood? Do I sense any blood pumping?
Oh, they're dead.
That one, great, yeah. It just looks at Egrik to confirm what she had first said.
Yeah, he's gone, Davik.
This just happened.
Well, that means there's a murderer on the loose. And that can be anybody. It could look like anybody. So what happens is you give a whole bunch of people complete anonymity.
Remy,
I don't even know.
Isaiah,
If...
you feel all right?
I feel fine.
I told you it was just an apple.
The one thing that you guys notice as you look back down at the keep as another group of revelry has walked in, they pay no attention to the blood in the streets or the screams. There's every bit of bacchanalia carnal pleasures that you could see. And they walk right over the trail of that man's grave.
I don't even think that asking him questions will get us answers.
Sorry,
We
are they
wouldn't know.
walking into the keep?
No, they're just walking across his blood trail.
Oh, but they know you're not.
If anybody else saw this, would follow into
Take
the
pause.
alleyway
Yeah, they
or
just
take
don't care.
pause
They
or
don't care.
I mean, there's a blood trail leading to that knife, presumably.
We have to find who did this.
there are sounds of the city, Davik, of pleasure and pain all throughout. As it seems like this city is erupting in unison since it's descended into darkness.
He just looks at the group. It's late, but is this something we want to look into right now? And I guess he looks at the knife and, you know, the blood or whatever. Because if we need to track this down, I'm sure I can sense it out.
Snow, come here. Well, it's fresh.
I hate to be a practical guy in this situation when there's just been a murder, but if this is all over the city, I'm not saying bringing one person to justice for this isn't a bad idea, but this could be happening everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I think too. And we're not really at our best potential right now.
How will we be able to pick them out in the first place?
That's my point. This is a citywide thing. It's not like...
Maybe we
Egrik.
can get a trail, a scent.
We need answers.
Well, what do you want to do?
Ask him.
You're better with spirits than I am.
That's not always true.
No, but it often is. I deal with the living.
Their spirit hasn't left.
Yeah, I know.
It's still here. It's down with the rest of them.
What?
It doesn't want to leave.
It still wants to revel?
It just
It can't
left with
rest.
the rest of the group.
Okay.
Are these spirits perchance been collected?
I don't know,
If we
but
go to sleep, what's going to happen to the rest of the city while we're sleeping?
Davik, we can't solve every problem. We need to deal with what we have in front of us right now, and we haven't rested since we just came back from pissing off all the Underdark. We need to take the clues that we have right now in front of us. Be the anchor. Pull out something from them.
I called Snow, so I just want to see if he picks up a scent that can possibly be tracked. Other than
Egrik.
this man's scent.
Talk to him.
The body?
Absolutely.
But if
you
he's
could do
charmed,
that.
he's not going to give me the answers that we're asking. Like, the actual answers. If I ask who killed you, it'd probably describe the person that's disguised.
You had an ability that I haven't really seen before. Not like that, to take somebody's brain essence. Maybe
Okay, well,
you
y'all
can
freaked
see-
out last time.
I bite
didn't.
and
I'll
eat
do it
people
again.
for a living. I'm just... If
All
it's
right, so
gonna
then
help,
we're all in agreement. Don't judge Egrik.
No judgment.
I
I don't want to judge you. I'll hit him.
I try to, after an evolution, you can say, I tried to read their minds and I couldn't get into it. But maybe you can see the truth behind the disguise.
The disguise
Okay,
is faded, though, at this point, right?
Well, what he
We see
knows.
the actual...
Yeah, well, I'm saying
Mhm.
that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, she might be able to see more than just the disguise.
Not the
'cause she's
physical.
there. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Egrik just gets up with a. You see her
so keep going.
pitter patter to the kitchen, grab a butcher knife. All right.
And I
She
will
comes
help
back
in any
over.
way I can.
Can you, like,
Turn
honestly,
away.
it makes it easier. Can you, like, hold his head still so I don't have to, like,
Mhm.
do that myself? Okay, ready? 1,
Go.
2. Ooh, that was so much better.
Hearing that eardrum bone crack never gets old.
Teamwork
Oh,
makes
I
the
thought he
dream
was.
work.
That was a reaction from the corpse. It's like, I'm so sorry, my kind sir.
Oh, he dead now.
And she pulls it out.
Thank you. All right. Never gets good.
Hmm.
And she will consume mind.
Roll your spell attack with advantage.
God, I love this.
$25.
25.
The first thing that you see, Egrik, are through the eyes of this individual. As they're walking with quite a gait, sweating profusely. And they're not the only one, it's a long line. of peasants from Neverwinter that seem to all be making their way to this market that is set up somewhere inside the Scar. It's not in any of the normal functioning areas. And you see carts of these crimson apples. And you see individuals in clean robes. In particular, the same robes that you saw when you met the priests of Ogma back at Dagalt's. It is time for you to feast, my parishioners. You all deserve to feast the same as the nobles do. Be guided in your hearts. Become the best of yourselves. Do as if. And you can see people are fiending over these apples, loading them up. Please take as many as you need. You can see individuals holding out the same parchments that were put on your door of the upside down crimson apple, being proliferated out into the group. Provide yourself. Indulge in life's deepest secrets.
Did we still have our bond?
Yes,
Did we share
everyone is seeing this. And it's like a glitch. As that image of this priest of Ogma turns its head and looks directly at you, as you see its eyes just begun. As you realize that is Jarrot underneath the gaze, and Jarrot sees you in this moment. And you can tell that the cult is influencing the entire city to unleash their most anonymous and secret of pleasures. A giant citywide psyop that isn't changing anything except for giving all of them the choice of anonymity. And that sense of anarchy and dread as you realize there's going to be nothing you can do to stop the cult of Vecna from farming the darkest pleasures and secrets from all of Neverwinter. And with that revelation, that is where we will end this session and pick up
You're rotten
next
for
week.
that.
You did not.
Welcome to the new addition to the campaign that I wrote. Enjoy.
The 12th chapter, but it'll be throughout all of them.
Wow.
You're rotten for that.
What better way to psyop the city than let them do what they want, have their cake, and eat it too?
Oh, that is deep. That is deep, and I hate you.
How dare you?
Oh,
Just
damn.
give them the rope.
Yay! Also, just a quick side note, I want to say thank y'all for just including Egrik in a lot of stuff, like and asking her to do things. That means a lot. Because I know she's a different kind of character in regards to, let's go to the smartest person in the group for something. So thank you. That felt nice. That her skill was being used.
Love it.
Absolutely.
This was an episode.
Yeah.
All the
Everyone.
feels, huh? All the feels, dude.
That was so smart to tell us to go around and say something.
Good old fashioned pass the rock. What's up, Blackwater?
It's only because Kalthorr drug him out. And no, we doing this? We doing it.
Mhm.
But it felt very organic too.
Very true.
Gosh, I don't like I do. Omega does not have any like triggers when it comes to this at all, and I also just I handle like death and the celebration of it like much differently than most people. Like I'm not really affected by death. Just is. I don't know why. The moment with Remy and Timothy, I was crying.
Mhm.
Actual tears came down my face.
It was
That
so
one
good.
hit.
I think everybody knows somebody that they miss.
Gosh.
And it's easy to channel that for Timothy and feel that wish you
But
were
it's
here.
It's also the joy of like, and I said it in our own personal chat, like, you know, a little peek behind the scenes. It was a joke.
Yeah. Yep.
Timothy thought it as a joke. And somehow he's become such a beacon and a connection point for this group. And it's all because we are all 150% keying into this. We're bringing life to it and respecting it, not as a joke. Oh God. F and
Yeah.
chat for Timothy. God.
Yeah. It's I don't know if it was in a YouTube comment or somewhere in the chat, and it's just, you know, you get the right people together who get it, you know, respect it, respect the party, respect everybody's moments, and just kind of are willing to really lean in to that role play aspect. Because it's just like, you know, I mean, last week it was fight for your lives, almost die, and this week it's like, tell us one thing about what you like about everybody. You know, it's just so all over but like everybody's in it 100%.
And
And
everyone's like
Davik.
note was awesome.
Your story, dude. I can't. I need more.
Oh, you're in the God
So
fist.
much.
I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
And his
Oh
mom.
my gosh. I loved that I got to engrave your mom into.
That was gorgeous.
My-
Gorgeous.
That was awesome.
Dude,
Kinda
your whiteboard
shining.
is so clutch. It's so good.
That's our place to have, you know, our thoughts.
The
So
amount of
now you
just
know the
yes
name
and
of the-
cooperative.
The name of the
Mhm.
gauntlet is called the God Fist.
That's so sick.
And the things he did to get it.
Yeah, no, it's been, yeah, I think everybody is very much leaning in, like you said, to the yes and on whatever the improv, just make it work.
And Egrik can't judge. She's done so much bad.
So since
Yeah.
since we got
Kind of.
here, because I really didn't know whether we were gonna spend, if we were just gonna go, okay, we rest and we go right back to the keep, or if we spend some time in Neverwinter. But the next time you were gonna be in Neverwinter, we were going to develop this cult and what has been left behind. I am astonished that this module does not dwell on what transpired at the city at the very beginning.
Oh, wow.
There is
Yeah.
nothing written for you to sink your teeth into off of the epicenter of hearing the first whispers of Vecna. And I was like, oh no, this has to become very, very real. And I thought about the Masked Lords and how they go to their pleasure house and do whatever they want as they hold their anonymity. But if we were to open that up and give that to the city,
Yeah. Yeah.
how the cult of Vecna could get just what they wanted, all the secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Secrets.
Until we kill them all.
Come on. Yeah.
You're
just-
starting to get a sense now. You've heard that this is a multiversal problem. And this is just what's happening here.
But you know what? And if that's such a good segue, because like we had moments between Egrik and Davik. We had the necessary talk between Isaiah and Theodore. But the one person here, even though we've probably gone to different planes, we have a literal planeswalker here who's going to be affected by the multiversal problems happening. So I can't wait to see what happens with the Kalthorr.
That's my best friend.
I'm like waiting for that ball to drop.
Yeah. When you go to get a check-in, there's going to be a lot of alarms.
Let me go first every single time.
I really want
Definitely
to tell.
no.
Let me check out the solar circle first.
What I love
Right.
even more about this episode is you guys still have no idea where Mordenkainen is going to send you next for the second part
That
of the
mother.
Rod
we
of
see
7
him?
parts. No,
No.
I purposely
Okay,
took
okay.
them out so you guys could decide what you wanted to do. That's why I
Without
didn't
there.
have them in there.
It's
So
kind of funny. The keep thing was just like a joke. I was like, could we go back to the keep real quick?
I wanted, that was my preference, so you could get proper downtime. Because you just run back over to the Wizards. It's okay, we're right back in it, rinse, repeat, work. You need a sense of recovery and being realistic with the size of these undertakings. These aren't just small missions. These are SEAL Team 6 D&D each time that you go in. And I was like, man, you guys don't need to go right away.
That's why we need a slumber party.
We also have to drop off slop, right?
Sure,
Wait,
yeah.
Can I argue? Can I argue, RoBear, that this whole shindig of a slumber party is similar to a hero's feast?
Anytime that
It's a hero's slumber party.
I consume jerk chicken, it's a hero's feast.
RoBear,
Flop.
I just put 2 and 2 together
Makes
based on
4.
what you sent me.
Well, we still don't know what he sent you.
I just put 2 and 2 together. What happened? I want to say it out loud so badly.
Oh, that's your secret to bear, both of you. The
So
layers
many
adding up
secrets.
between you two. A house of cards is building.
Ooh, I like.
I just put, oh my God, I can't say it. It's specifically because of one word you put in that second sentence that I went, oh, okay, yeah, it's like, I can say this part. I saw the necrotic thing and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But then the other word I went,
Don't worry, you can type it to me, whatever you want. I'm your confident.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
The truth now. What did he say to you?
no, I can't. It'll come out.
Is there any more apples left?
Oh,
You have the
guys.
core. Oh, by the way, I didn't say it in roleplay because I forgot. But I did not swallow the apple because she hates apple peels. So she kind of like just tucked it underneath her tongue until Kalthorr was like, spit it out. She went bleh on his hand.
Oh my God.
That's why she didn't change. There was no disguise. She didn't eat it.
So Sam has not the full, but Sam has like all the important parts of Davik's backstory. I sent it to her.
All we talked about. We hung out.
Mm-hmm.
That was so sweet. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was
Gosh.
awesome.
Also, we finally said out loud something that I've known about Isaiah's character for a long time. Is that he does not plan to be here after everything's done.
Mhm.
And I want to be very clear, lines of veil set in place. This isn't like ideation or anything like that. It's just a very important part of his character. He says, kill all monsters. All is all.
Um,
Don't worry.
No,
Davik,
again,
I'll
who knows
protect
what
you.
happens in the future, but yeah.
It's episode 12. and y'all are still letting Remy play cards with dead people. You guys are monsters. You're
Kalthorr didn't know.
absolute monsters.
He was letting him
don't
have
you
a
worry.
fun
No,
time.
you were playing dominoes. Don't you do?
Yeah.
No,
right.
no. If I see cards, my man.
Oh, he's got a deck we would love to deal you in on.
I'm sure.
We don't need to make any more
Egrik
critical role comparisons, please.
Oh my god, don't bring it up to the chat. Now they'll figure it out.
That was very, very special. Thank you all for joining us for a special Monday edition so we can give you a little bit something more to feast on. And thank you, God, Theo, for coming in and correcting. I could not have done any of those scenes with how bad our stuff was pixelated at the beginning. So
Yeah, that
thank
was
you,
huge.
Ping.gg. You guys are masters. Thank you for
Yes,
giving me a
thank you.
direct line to go, help, help.
Yeah, and they were pretty the rest of the day.
It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I have knowledge for everyone now that I've seen on the back end. But we'll get to that later because we got to love you and leave you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye,
I'll
folks.
be right back.